Okay, so I believe Dax said he wasn't able to make it, and Blitz is not online, so I think we'll just start with what we got. Is everybody ready to get going?
Sure,
Do
why not?
believe so.
Yep.
Okay, so recap is pretty brief. In terms of you guys, if memory serves, you after you got the lead, or like after you made a deal with the Hut to go to Obadiah, you kind of talked your way from person to person until you um, got ambushed by a bunch of thugs sent by Mark's Toysto, and on one of the thugs, after you took them all out, there were the leader, like the lieutenant, had um, a data pad on him that Mel was able to hack into, and that led you to Toysto's compound. Um, Due to the fact that you had, like, you brought the Liette, Toy Story's lieutenant, in alive, and you managed to successfully talk your way past the commando droid guards. Uh, you went into Toy Story's office to have a word with him, but then Arthur decided to go all John Cena on him, and now we're going to start out with you guys rolling initiative. Um, I would say, given that uh, Arthur, I'm not gonna. I'll have him kind of out of this combat, honestly, because he's not here, like him and Potshot.
No, he started it.
Okay.
You should finish it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna have him do what Simmons did. You know, screw over the party and then go. I must go now. My planet needs me, or more accurately,
Yeah,
D&D needs me. Um.
yeah, or telling the crime lord, "Hey, fuck you," and then step back. You guys take him.
So, okay, so you guys are going to be, Arthur is going to be rolling cool because he was the one who said it, but everybody else is like, wait, what? And you're going to be rolling vigilance. So, which one is him? Okay, he's that one. So Arthur is going to be rolling cool, and then I just got to roll for these NPCs because they were not expecting this.
Vigilance.
Yep. Just remember to roll it from the combat tracker.
Yep. Oh.
Toy Story got 7 successes. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. And then, oh right, I gotta roll for pot shot. So vigilance. Okay, we are currently missing Jackal and Trenimer.
Ooh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Nice.
All right. So we've got everybody in initiative. Do any of the players want to swap spots? Actually, no. Sorry, I'm thinking of Alien. It's you know. Uh,
We don't need to do that here.
yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. Noise always just drives me nuts. Okay, so first is definitely going to be an NPC. So Toysto, I need to check, see if he's got any special abilities. He doesn't, so he is going to take cover behind his desk and shoot at Arthur. Um, so I feel like, given that this is kind of Arthur's fault, it's only fair to shoot at him at least once. So he's going to fire. Hold on. Roll. Then target Arthur. And he's got full health anyway, so I'm not too sure, like too concerned about him getting hit. All right, and this just so you know, this is all short range, like every in this room. Okay, so
Great.
okay, so he got 2 successes, so 9 damage, and then he is going to I'll say for um 2 advantages, he's going to pass 2 boosts to the next ally who goes. And then as an incidental, he will, call out for. Well, actually, it would be kind of pointless because gunshots were heard. So, um, okay, so that is his turn, and then I just need to tally up how much damage Archer took. So he's got 4 soak, so he took 5 wounds. Okay, so 5. Um, All right, so that is our turn. All right, now we got a PC. Excuse me, that was Toysa. So we got a PC.
I can go.
Sure, go ahead, man.
Okay.
Why
okay,
not?
So, how many things are in the room?
Okay.
So I see 2 droids and a group of other
Yeah.
droids
So
plus
okay.
Toyso.
So there's Toyso. There are 2 commando droid like 2 commando droids that have carbines and then swords over their backs. And then there's this group of 3 guys that in the back of the room who are the ones that escorted you in.
Okay. Well,
So
Correct
there
me
are a
if I'm
total
wrong,
of
but we need
6.
Toy alive, right?
Well, well, I mean, if you want the bonus from Yaas the Hutt, yes, but you might not necessarily need him alive if you want to find the spice.
Money.
So,
Alive
I'm good.
and in one piece are not the same thing.
You make a great point.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the droid that I've got selected, and I'm gonna throw him against the other one.
Okay, now is that an opposed roll or set by the difficulty? Okay.
No, it's the difficulty is the silhouette of the target.
Okay, well he's still 1.
Okay, so 1 purple.
Like-
Can you my discipline? Down. I heard something about 2 boosts.
No, that's 2 boosts for Toysto was giving to the next ally, so one of the droids.
Okay, let me think
Been
here.
immersed in gradation all this time, it seems.
You can aim if you want to boost.
Yes, I do, and I'm going to aim, and that's it.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm going to lift him up, and that is so activate force, activate silhouette is 2. Then I'm going to. Can I lift up the other one as well? The other droid. I'm going to smack him against each other.
Do you have do you have the ability to pick up a second one? Is that part of the force power?
I just activated twice.
Okay, well I wasn't sure if there was like some sort of rank that like I was like, oh well if you get this then you could pick up 2 targets.
You do that by activating the power twice.
Oh, okay. So it's just built into the power.
I know what you're asking. There's no such talent. But on the Order 66, they podcast they said just activate it twice. That's
Okay.
how it works, and I've I've got the points for it.
Okay,
So,
well then do that. So
and I'm gonna smack them against each other. So that is silhouette 1, 10 against one, and then 10 against the other. So plus what? 13. Each takes 13 damage.
okay, minus soak. So 13 minus that is that. So they both take the same amount of damage. All right. So I've applied the damage after soak. And what are you doing with those 2 advantages?
Let me see here. Where is he? Come on. Oh,
If it's like a range check, I mean the result above the some ideas thing.
Oh, I don't look at those.
Oh.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to pass 2 boosts to the next PC.
Okay.
And the way that works in game is, well, you pick up 2 droids and you smack them against each other. It's going to surprise everybody else. So, and with everybody else, I mean all the other enemies in the room, which gives the next PC 2 boosts. So, go ahead.
Okay,
Whoever's next
so yep,
gets
we
2
got,
boosts.
we got another PC slot.
I can go next.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, I'll target this. This is a droid, right?
Yeah, this is one of the 2 commando droid like captains.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with the DC-17 hand blaster.
Okay, make sure to tally up. Hold on, what? Because I know there are a number of people I've given advice on like pistol attachments, and I can never remember who has what. Okay, so you've got an electronic sighting system, which lets you aim as an incidental. So that's 1 boost, and then your gun has accurate, so that gives you another boost. And then if you're going to actually aim as a maneuver, then that gives you a 3rd boost.
Yep, I'll aim.
And you also get 2 boosts from Tronimer. So that's total of 5.
You're
Cool.
welcome.
Is it 2 difficulty, I take it?
If it's short range, it would actually be 1. And also something I realized, I'm not going to penalize you, Tronimer, because it's already happened, but these guys do have adversary, so you're going to upgrade your difficulty once. So instead of a purple, that's a red.
Okay. So 1 red, 4 boost, 5 boosts. I'm
5
looking at the
boost.
number.
Yeah.
I apparently can't read today.
Let's see what the whoa. Okay, 8 advantages. That's fun.
No.
So let's see, 9 minus that is okay. So calculated the damage. All right, what do you want to do with the 8 advantages?
Pass 8 boosts to the next guy.
Yeah, I'll pass the 8 boosts to the next player. Let's start the boost trade and roll it today,
Yeah.
man.
the boost train.
It's not what you guys are doing. It's not a blue wave. It's a blue tsunami.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So okay, so all I go to the next PC. Speaking of which, it's now the next PC's turn. So who would like to go?
Hey, I am going to move over here,
Okay.
and then I am going to cut this droid so bad it is going to say, "Hey, I wish you hadn't cut me so bad." So I have to upgrade my difficulty by 1.
Yep.
So it's 1 red, 1 purple,
Mhm.
and here is my melee attack.
Well, hold on. You forgot
Oh,
8
no,
boosts.
Yeah,
Oh,
you forgot
I
8
forgot
boosts,
8
my friend.
boosts.
Yeah. So just
You're
roll
right.
the.
I
Just
will
roll
roll 8
separately.
boosts.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ha! On top of the 4 successes.
Wow. So many blanks.
So 5 successes and 3 advantages. Well, I'm going to activate a critical.
Okay, so you're gonna crit them, and then let's see what
And I'll
the.
pass the boost on to the remaining advantage as a boost onto the next.
Okay, so
next.
1 boost to the next person who goes, but let's see. So
Yeah, 5 of those were blank.
10.
That's terrible.
Yeah, no shit. So 11 damage,
Yeah, it really is.
and then you're gonna
Too much
crit them.
wasted
Pierce
potential.
2
Yeah.
and vicious
Okay,
1.
so the damage. I'll say this much: the damage is enough to kill it.
Okay.
So this droid is dead. Like you slice it in half. Um, and so you actually have 3 advantages that you can spend on
I'll
something
pass the
else.
3 on.
Okay. So now we have an NPC who goes. It is going to be the droid that Mel shot at, who is going to draw a vibro sword, move into engage range, and basically it's going to take a second maneuver at the cost of wounding itself, because it is a rival, and it's going to attack you.
That's completely fair. Just shot
So
it in the face.
vibro sword. Do you have any defense, Emily?
Nope, I just have soak.
Okay. Oh boy. So let's see.
You're rolling it privately.
Oh, I did?
So, yeah, stop doing that.
I didn't realize I had a rival roll. Calm down. So, yeah.
I
It-
got dumb.
Oh
So,
God.
so, oh wait, I forgot to roll 2 boosts, because Toy Stop passed 2 boosts. Let me roll those.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, so that
Oh
is
no.
3 successes, 1 advantage, and a triumph. The triumph is he's going to crit you. As for the damage, you're looking at a total of 8 damage with Pierce 2, and also that crit is a crit plus 10.
So I take 10 damage total.
You would, well, no, what I mean is, so for the damage, the base damage of the actual attack is 6, or no, 7, excuse me. It's 7 damage with Pierce 2, so that ignores 2 of your soak. And as for the crit, what you need to do is, do you have that crit macro on your hotbar on the towards the bottom left?
I do not.
Okay.
I
So
forgot to.
what I want you to do is click. There's a like a folder browse macro directory. It's
Crit. Here we are.
yeah. So drag crits onto your hotbar so that way you can click it, and then while you have yourself selected, switch it says table critical damage. Switch that to critical injuries. Um, Input the modifier as 10, and then hit roll critical, and that should roll
So
a
I
crit
set
for
it
your
to critical damage or injuries.
injuries.
Oh,
So have
okay,
yourself
and then
selected, select injuries, and then add a modifier of 10. Okay. All right. So there's that, and and then for the 1 advantage, the droid is going to um, uh, all you can do is pass a boost to the next allied group that goes. Okay, so that's the commando droid's turn. Next is a PC, which would be Jackal, because I'm going to tell you I'm going to have all the like quote unquote NPC PCs go last.
All right. Well then.
So basically, just as a reminder, yeah, Toysto is taking cover behind his desk. Crew sliced a commando droid in half. This other commando droid is looking very worse for wear and just attacked Mel. And then this group in the back has their rifles raised and ready to act.
Okay.
How much damage was that, Emily? So um, that was a total of 7 damage. And Pierce 2, what that means is like your so you have a soak of 3.
yeah.
Um, Actually, hold on, wait. Uh, no, you have a soak of 4. I don't know why it's saying 3, because you have a strength or a brawn of 2, and the armor rating gives you a soak of 2. So what you're doing is basically instead of soak 4, you effectively have soak 2. So instead of
Oh,
7 minus
I'm wearing
4.
the concealing robes. That's why it's at
Oh,
3.
that's why. Okay, so never mind. So then it's actually a soak of 1, instead of a soak of 3, because it's ignoring 2 points of that. So 7 minus 1, you're taking 6 damage.
Cool.
So hopefully that makes
Thank
sense.
you for going through that for me.
No, you're welcome. Okay, so so that's happened to you. And as for Jackal, what are you doing?
I'll give you a wild guess.
Spinning around like a figure skater doing a 360 no scope?
Sounds like a great idea to me. Thanks for the inspiration. Yeah. Uh, I am going to whip around from originally getting ready to try and shoot through the table at Toysto. Somebody's just critical injured one of my party members. I'm not going to let that stand.
Okay, well, just so you know,
So,
if you're going to shoot at that commando droid, he's engaged with Mel, so you would be upgrading your difficulty twice. Once because Mel is right there, and the second time is because the droid is adversary.
Oh no.
Yes, please don't.
And he's at effectively short range from me.
He's at short range from you, but he's engaged with Mel.
Yes, yes. So upgrade difficulty twice. 1 red, 1 purple. And I have my 3 green, or 3 yellow, 2 green. And then I take the aim maneuver, and I upgrade my ability
You were
twice.
going to aim or true aim?
True aim.
Okay.
I do the true aim, which gives me the boost
Yep.
and the 2 upgrades.
Yeah, and don't forget the boost from your sniper rifle.
Yeah, and I have accurate 3 or 2. It's accurate.
Is it? Hold on.
I'm checking. I'm checking. It's accurate 2. It's accurate 2 as well. My custom grip does not have the accurate 1 mod. So I have accurate 2. And is there anything additional?
Crew.
I have the set trigger would
Yep.
would trigger, right?
Crew. You passed 3 boosts, right?
I did.
And I have 3 extra boosts?
Yep.
This is beautiful.
You better not roll
That is a thing that I did.
1 in 12.
You
It's not
sound like a
Oh,
kid in a candy store with all your things.
I love rolling dice.
Uh,
Anyway,
my hands were sweaty for a moment. I must admit.
yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now, because luckily it didn't happen. I was going to say, yeah, if you hit, like, if you got a despair, you would shoot through the droid and hit Mel. So
Please don't do that. I don't want to die.
don't worry. My shots only hit the enemies.
So
I'm sure.
okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, for damage wise, at fucking 14 damage, that is
And Pierce.
and Pierce 3, yeah, that is more than enough to kill him. So this
I want
droid.
that droid's head shattered against the wall behind Mel.
Okay, so basically the bullet hits it and like the head explodes, the pieces fly over Mel's head. So this commando droid is out of it, and you got an advantage
Great
and a
shooting,
triumph.
Jackal.
Ooh.
So the triumph, you can.
I'm gonna upgrade the ability of the next allied character's check with the triumph. And I'll pass a boost as well to the next allied character.
Okay, well, keep in mind that so you can pass a boost to the next ally, but you can also, for the triumph, for upgrading any allied character's next check, you can do that. You can,
Yep.
you can specify a certain person instead of just like I'm telling you that because I don't know if you want to use that for the NPCs.
Or force a downgrade of an NPC. That's possible too.
Can I do that to any NPC? Because the suggestions say it has to be the target of the checks. And the target of the check's kind of dead.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, and those are just some ideas. That is not a limiting.
Of course, I know.
And those are just suggestions. It's not limiting.
Yeah. So, if you still want to upgrade, so what do you want to do?
I'll definitely pass the boost.
Okay.
And I'll pass the upgrade to the next check to Mel. Why not?
Okay, so Mel, you have a try.
I give you an encouraging thumbs up from behind the now dead droid.
Thank you.
All right, now you gotta go full on Fox / Dev's like, check it out, this is how you do it. Hoorah! kind of
Don't
deal.
let the droids get you down.
So,
I'll try not to, man.
Yeah.
I'll really try.
Okay, so
That's what I'm here for.
make a mental note of that, Mel, that you get an upgrade to your next check. Next, we have a group of the commando droid minions in the back who are going to fire at Jackal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you bet your ass, uh-oh. So, just check these, oh, hold on, I had the wrong guys selected. So these guys, what do they have? Do they have any talents? Nope. They have, actually, you know what they're going to do? They're going to throw a grenade.
Oh, shit.
Because they see, I mean, their boss is hiding behind a desk, and all you guys are clustered, like, technically in a different sort of, and like, nobody's engaged with Toysto, so if the blast hits, Jackal, it would hit, pot shot, Arter, crew, etc. So let's see, grenade.
I hope you didn't pass that skill boost in vain, man.
Well, speaking of which, I just need to double check that the commando droid, the captain, did he? He had 2 boosts. Or no, he used. I think he. No, he didn't use those for an additional +10. So what he did, he passed 2 boosts. So these guys, you're going to use a grenade. They get 2 boosts, and they're targeting Jackal. And I think that the difficulty would be short, so that's 1 purple. And let's see how this goes. Oh boy. So
I
for
like the little
one,
explosion.
yeah.
Green
So for
nice.
once, a grenade actually goes off. You know, like it lands near Jackal, the blast goes off. It
Uh-oh.
does 10 damage to you, and then for the Triumph, the droids are going to activate the blast quality. So that's an additional 6 damage for you and 6 damage for everybody else.
Is that 6
Oh no.
damage soaked separately, or is it added onto the 10 for me?
I think it's soaked separately.
What?
Is it?
What's
The
the question?
blast on the grenade is so the initial grenade hit Jackal. And the question is the 6 damage from the blast, because the droids use the Triumph to trigger it. Does that 6 get damage stack on top of the 10, or is that soaked separately?
Let me take a look real quick.
I don't remember.
This matters a lot.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I get to eat some of it, or I'm gonna be sent down. I'm
So
gonna
what
be
kind of-
knocked down.
What kind of grenade is this?
This is just a regular frag.
With your soak 3, Mel, you would only take 3 damage.
Cool.
But I'm also taking that
Yeah,
close
because
10.
the thing is that Jackal, because he's like at the epicenter of the blast, he's taking the direct damage and the blast. If what?
If the attack is successful and blast activates, which you do, each character, friend or foe, engaged with the original target suffers wounds equal to the weapon's blast rating. Doesn't say anything about the original target itself.
So the original target does not take the blast, just the direct damage.
It does not say that. Correct.
Okay, so in that case,
Oh,
Jackal, you're just taking
thank
the
God.
10, but everybody else is taking 6.
So I'm only at
that
half
was first
wounds.
push off, and I will dig into a little bit more detail in the actual core rulebook. Digging.
Okay, well, so everybody tallied up their 6 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Who has a soak of 6? This guy.
Okay, so pot shot would take
I wish I had
3,
spoken.
and then Arter takes 2. So he's so interestingly they're both at 7.
But if I may, it says only engaged, not short range.
I know, but I'm saying like Jackal. So he didn't like he pot shot Arter, crew, and Trenimer have not moved.
Correct. So who is Jackal in engaged range with?
Given the confines of the office, I would definitely say pot shot Arter and crew.
Okay.
So I think it's kind of a stretch to say that Mel and Trenimer. So in that case, Mel, I take back what I said. You don't take the wounds from the grenade.
Cool.
So Trenimer and Mel are fine. Crew soaks all of it, and the PCs like the absentees take damage, but they're okay. Okay, so now that that is resolved, and then the advantage of the commando droids, they pass a boost to whoever goes next. So now for the PCs, so Potshot is going to do how many stims does he have? 7. Okay, so Potshot is going to stim Jackal, so you get what is it? How many stim pack? Okay, stim pack specialization 3. Wow. Okay, so you get 8 wounds recovered.
Full HP, baby.
So, Potshot stims Jackal, and then he's going to move to here, but is not able to stim Mel yet because Potshot used 2 maneuvers. So that's Potshot's turn, and Arthur is going to yeah, it's not much in the way of cover in this room because really there's just Toysto's desk. Arthur, let's see what he can do. With this double-bladed lightsaber, he's just going to try to jump and take out those droids. So he goes to here and he swings. So let's see. They don't have any adversary. Were there any PC boosts passed? I don't. For Jackal, did you pass a boost with that advantage?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let's see. Arthur. So I remember he takes. Hold on. Where is that? So he increases his difficulty once, not upgrades though, and then he gets a
I just
boost.
texted you it.
And then roll that. Okay, let's see. So he does 8 damage. He gets 1 threat. So I'll say that threat is a point of strain. And
Oh, I drank that pumpkin spice latte. Yeah. It sucks.
hey Emily, can you please mute while I'm trying to do this? Thank you. So 8 damage.
Poured out? Yeah.
How many wounds?
Sorry about that.
All right, 8 wounds, and then the threat is hold on, what can you do with that threat? No, all right, he took the strain. I was thinking of the droids. Okay, so that was Archer's turn. Okay, top of the round. Toysto is going to let's see what he's gonna do. Does he have any talents? Nope. So he's just gonna what?
So the grenade exploding and missing is when the original target also takes damage.
Oh,
So
okay.
Right? So
Okay, good to know.
that's all.
All right, thank you. So Toysto is going to still uncover. He's going to sort of lean out and take a pot shot at the first person he sees, which would be Jackal. So he's going to aim and fire. Where is his pistol? Boost to that and that. Remove that. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, that is the
And
saddest
he's
thing
in
ever.
such a panic that he misses.
Yeah. I mean, he just watched 2 of his bodyguards get, like, one of them got shot in the head and the other got sliced in half. So he is going to pass yeah, 2 setbacks to the next ally and 2 setbacks to Jackal.
Oh,
He misses, but the incoming fire is kind of disorienting, so. Alright, that's his turn. Okay. Round 2, we got 3 PCs.
I'll take the first attack because I have that skill upgrade. The
Yep.
Jackal gave me.
nice.
So I'll target this guy. I will be using like the stun on the
Okay.
weapon, so I'm not
Okay.
like gonna kill him.
Be advised of 2 things. First one is Toysto has adversary 1, so you're instead of a purple, you're shooting with a red, and then also you get a setback because he's in cover.
Okay.
So your difficult instead of a purple, it's a red and a setback.
Okay, so red setback. I get the upgrade. I don't think I got past any boosts. Well, I can get boosts because I can aim and fire at him. And I have the
Yep.
accurate, which is 1.
Yeah, like if you're aiming and firing like you did last time, then you get 3 boosts. And
Cool.
to my understanding, I don't think anybody passed a boost. Like I know Arthur didn't, because he didn't get any advantages.
Okay, I think that's everything.
Oh man, that's okay. So you said you're shooting on stun?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
gonna try and stun him.
Okay, so let's see. Minus his soak. So he gets hit with a stun blast. 3 advantages. What would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and pass them along to the next player.
Okay. Next player gets 3 boosts. Duly noted.
You
Okay.
can't crit without on stun, can you?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
It doesn't. I don't think it says that anywhere. I will research that. I think the only condition for crit to start working is hitting him.
I know, but but theoretically that means like if you had a stun weapon and you did like a like kill 'em all Kenzo style crit, you could kill him with a stun blast, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But I agree. I agree.
You stunned him, and he fell down, and he hit his head on the desk at an angle and broke his neck.
That happened in Steel Talons.
I'm just saying.
Um, so all right. Okay, so that is Mel's turn. So we've got another PC who would like to go.
I would
I'll
like
go-
to finish this up by moving over here, and then hitting him with the
Oh,
sword.
okay. He has
You hit him
adversary.
non-lethally?
Nope, not with a sword.
As I said, in one piece, alive, not the same.
Okay, so
We
he
can
has.
disarm him, and that's okay.
So yeah, he has adversary 1, and he is in cover, so that's a red and a setback.
Any boost passed that I
3
missed?
from Mel.
Yeah, 3.
All right, and here we go. Are we ready?
Nope.
I missed him, but he is,
He's so
going to be
off balance.
really vulnerable to the next person that attacks him.
So why? Cause
If
he.
you
What do
pass
you mean?
those
Yep.
boosts on.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Next.
So I'm going to I'm going to target him, pick him up, and throw him against the his buddy droids right there behind him.
Okay.
So if I may ask, is he a nemesis or a rival?
He's a nemesis.
Okay. Okay. So discipline. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and 1, and he's silhouette 1. So that's the difficulty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boosts. However,
Holy
upgrade difficulty because he does
crap.
have adversary 1.
And you
Right?
get setback because he's in cover.
How many?
1.
1.
So it's 1
Okay.
upgrade and 1 setback.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick him up and throw him against his buddy droids. This is gonna be a lot of that. That's
Oh my god.
okay. So I will take 2 strain to activate. Yeah, I will take 2 strain.
Oh, excuse me.
And that allows
2
me
conflict.
to turn. Yep, 2 conflicts. Go. I pick him up, so that is 14 damage against. Pick him up and throw him against that.
Okay,
Against
so who's
the
taking the damage? The droids or Toysto?
droids.
Okay. And how much damage is that?
14.
14. Okay, 14 minus 5 is. So yeah, the droids. The last two droids, they see their boss flying at him, and just the force that he gets thrown, like, uh, the droids broke his fall, and his fall broke the droids.
Oh, that's
That's the
good.
best.
And so, by the way, just so you know, a nemesis is like this is not to the GM, this is to everybody else. A nemesis is like a PC. You can use lethal damage until he goes to 0. Then he takes a crit and goes unconscious. To actually kill a nemesis NPC, you have to crit until he reaches 150. So don't worry about using lethal on him. Is what I'm trying to get at. Okay.
Yep, that's true. Basically, Jackal. Like
Cool.
if you shoot him with your sniper rifle, unless you do a really high crit and get the dead result, then don't worry about it.
So don't crit him.
They have plot armor.
Don't crit him too hard.
Well, I'll say this much: if you do, if it's a case where, say, you get him over his wounds, he will take a crit, and if you have something like vicious or lethal blows, that is automatically applied.
But I don't have plus 50.
Yeah, you're not Kenzo. But how much do you
I
have?
don't, as long as I don't crit too hard.
Yeah, well, you got 2 lethal blows, and then what is your
It's
sniper
only a
rifle?
plus 20.
Yeah,
No vicious.
Okay, so that would be basically a crit plus 20 if you shoot him and crit him, just so you know.
Which means worst case scenario.
The worst he could get if you roll to the highest possible would
Worst
be
case
120.
scenario, he's blinded.
Yeah.
I shoot his eye out.
Well, you shoot him right between the eyes, as in from a side angle. Hit them both.
Exactly.
Okay,
With the
so
classic Red Ryder carbine.
You've got 9. You get 9 boosts.
yep.
I get what? Alright, buggers.
Actually,
For your
if I
next
may,
game.
if I may,
Yes.
make that a little bit less. Take 5 because I'm gonna take 4 advantages to heal some strain.
Still,
Okay.
5.
That's fine. I'm sure that's
Still,
fine.
you get 5 frickin' boosts, man.
So it's my
Jesus.
turn?
Yep, if you want to go.
I will gladly go. Yes, please. So that's a true aim for 2 upgrades.
So actually,
It's short
yeah,
range.
never mind. So I'll cycle the turn order because as I understand it, all of the PCs bar Jackal have gone so far. Because I know crew tried to attack Toysto. Trenimer threw Toysto at the commando droids, and Mel shot at Toysto and stunned him a bit. So yeah, it's Jackal's turn. So speaking of which, he is no longer in cover, so you don't get the setback. You do have the upgrade from Nemesis, for the Nemesis adversary.
How many upgrades?
Just one. So instead of a purple, you're using a red.
And then I have 5 extra boosts on top of the 2 accurate and the aim maneuver from true aim.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
So
no,
true
no
aim.
setbacks to this?
No
Of course,
setbacks.
I would ignore a setback anyway.
Yeah, no setbacks.
I love this part of the game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So
the next guy gets 11 boosts.
All right. So no.
I'm kidding. Come on.
See, so is he going down?
let me check. So soak.
I need to know first. Is he going down?
I'm calculating it. Hold on.
I know. No rush. No rush.
Yeah, one shot he goes from 0 wounds to 16, which is over his threshold.
So he's going down.
So yeah, one shot.
And
hold on.
I'm going to use I'm going to use 3 of those advantages to crit on as well, and then that's my 2 vicious, which gives him a plus 40 crit. The highest I can do with 0 chance of killing him.
Okay.
Plus 50.
Oh, plus 50 is the highest I can do without having a chance of killing him?
No. Hold on. He goes down.
No.
It is so this is
Yes, I encountered that.
Stop interrupting.
Sorry.
He goes down. That means that at that very second he takes a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's not yours.
Yes.
Then comes yours.
Mm.
You're going to inflict a second crit on him. That is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
You need to be careful with this guy.
So what is it? 30, 40, 50?
So there's one plain
first,
crit.
First, you need to roll a crit because he crosses his health wound threshold.
So okay.
Yeah.
Roll that.
So it's okay.
Before I spend any advantages.
Okay.
So that's a 40.
Yeah. And he's unconscious.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, but he does have lethal blows that automatically would apply a plus 20.
That is true.
So
let me
in that
read
case,
precisely what that does.
Well, it just adds plus 20
to any critical injury results inflicted on opponents. So yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll roll another crit plus 20. Let's see. So he's selected plus 20. Okay. So that he got a 43.
Oh.
So he
Okay.
all right. So he's yeah, he's like he takes 2 crits and he's unconscious.
Okay. So what do you want to do with the
11
remaining
advantages.
8 advantages?
Oh, remaining 8?
Yeah, you said you were going to crit him, right? So that means 3. Crit
I'll
range,
go with
and you've
that
got-
because I'm it's whatever at this point.
Okay.
I don't necessarily understand where exactly everything is coming from, but it's good at this point, and it doesn't matter. He's down.
Yep.
Remaining 8 advantages. I'll keep the train going. That's 8. That's 8 boosts to
Okay.
next ally who makes the check.
Yep. So let me just oh, well actually, yeah, if Toysto is, I'll just mark him as dead. So we are out of initiative. I will keep the turn order up, and depending on what you guys do, I might need to keep it up. So, okay, so I'm going to remove the combatants, and I'll just keep your guys' order. Okay, so Toysto, you know, Jackal channels inner shoot on sight Simmons and was just madly like spamming the trigger airsofter style and you know, like filled full of lead, and he goes down. So brief moment of silence, smoke settles. What do you guys do next?
We should load him on the shuttle, right?
Well, we will use him as a pike shield, not a human shield. We don't want to be insensitive. We'll use him as a shield as we carry him out to our ship. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like
don't
a
nobody
plan.
shoot. You might hit your boss. He won't enjoy that. He's alive right now. Don't change nothing.
We got a weekends at Bernie him.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
what I
so
understand.
now the question is, are you guys going to, you know, so you're walking out of his office. Are you going to do anything else in his office, or are you just going to head out back to your ship?
Well, I mean, before we leave, we should probably look for any files, any records,
Yeah.
any
I mean,
valuable.
a paper trail for where the spice might have gone.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, so he does have a computer in
Okay.
his office, and it's still intact. So
Oh.
Mel, I want you to give me a computers. I would say it's you know, average with a setback.
Okay. Let me look at my talents.
Yep.
There's that word. Would my codebreaker apply
Yes, because
here
you're
or
trying to
no?
hack into his computer. So yeah, codebreaker applies. That
Cool.
removes the. Does that remove setbacks, reduce the difficulty, or both?
Decreases difficulty of checks to break codes or communications by 1, and then it removes setback per rank
So it does
that I
both.
have.
Okay, so
Yep.
so it's just one purple.
Nice.
Nice. Do I have anything else? Nothing that applies.
No, I think it would just be yep. So okay.
Did we forget the boosts?
Apparently so.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Well, that's additional 8 boosts.
Okay.
If you can't get 2 successes and 8 boosts, it's a lost cause.
I refer you to the blanks that we rolled earlier.
Well, there we go. So that's
Hey!
There we go.
3 successes and 7 advantages. So what I'll say with that many advantages, is you can you'll definitely get one of 2 things. I'm trying to debate on whether or not the second one would be like a destiny point or a triumph or something like that. So with the 7 advantages, the initial thing I'll give, you can either get the location of the spice shipment, like where it's being stored, or you could get an access code that will give you unrestricted access to it, but you wouldn't know where it is.
Location.
So I'll get a.
I think location's more valuable, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I think location's good. If I'm able to, can I copy what I find? Because I do have some, like the memory, like the
Yes.
mem sticks.
Yeah, you can download it, so you get the location of where the shipment's being held.
Nice.
Okay, and you yeah, like so. Just to recap, yeah, the successes were you know hack into the computer in the first place, and all the advantages were you find what you're looking for. So you've got Toysto, you've got the location of the shipment, um, and I assume you head out.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
So let me just get all the tokens. So Jackal there, Potshot. I'm just gonna, oops, kind of dragging y'all into the room. Hold on, where Arthur's there, Tronimer, and whoa, why? That was some lag. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, maybe I should clear the turn order because it's lagging. There we fucking go. All right, then Toysto is here and Gru. Um, so yeah, you know you're walking out of the door, especially after all the gunshots. The commando droid squads that were in the like the thing they initially like they've set up like a blockade kind of, and they have their carbines raised, but they see you're carrying Toysto, so they don't immediately fire at you. Do you say or do anything to them?
Fuck are you? No.
What is your
Uh,
directive?
Uh, one of the droids. Well, actually, they would
hang
all.
on,
What?
hang on. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't be the one making any kind of verbal communication with them. Nope.
Um,
Nope.
So the droids, you know, they all like monotone, give their directive of, you know, ensuring the, you know, the security of, you know, like His Excellency Marx Toysto, uh, and you know, securing business interests, blah blah blah. Like they basically just give like a directive that says like we are to guard our boss and to protect his interests. So they say that to you, but they are otherwise like basically spread out, kind of blockading this this hallway.
Well, if you don't let us by, your boss is going to be harmed. Perhaps you should just get out of the way.
Coercion.
Oh! Okay.
Now the good news is they have they just have 2 purples.
Mm-hmm.
So that is your difficulty, is a 2 purple coercion check. Other people
Is there
can
any boosts that have been passed to me?
no. Use
Can,
all of
can
them
I
up.
like hold a knife to the guy's throat to add
Yeah,
a visual enhancement to
yeah,
the threat?
you can add a boost to that.
Okay.
Um
So final pool is coercion versus 2 purple with one boost.
yes, but I will check and see if anybody has why is Foundry lagging? Like my mouse movements aren't as like snappy. Um so let's see. Oh, Jesus
One
Christ.
sec, I'll be right back.
Okay. So Arthur has
I have a rank in coercion.
okay. Arthur only has discipline 2. Trenimer has why the hell am I lagging so much? What the fuck? Try closing Chrome and see if that helps. Trenimer's willpower is 3, but with no
My
core.
coercion is 3 greens and 1 blue.
Okay. So what you could do, Jackal, if you want, is you could do so you don't have any ranks in coercion, but you can do you basically give an assist to Trenimer, or rather Trenimer. So you, Jackal, add 1 green and 2 boosts to your coercion. And if you want to flip a
Making
destiny
it
point, you
3
can.
green and 3 blue.
Uh, 3 green and 2 blue. One
I also had
from
the blue from the knife, I thought.
well, yeah, that's the knife is one of them, and
Got
Trenimer's thing is another. Um,
it. Okay.
so, and if you want to flip a destiny point to upgrade one of yours, you can.
I'll do that.
Okay. So one of your greens now becomes yellow.
And here we go.
Okay, excellent.
Oh!
So the droids, they have their rifles raised, but when they see that from their perspective the crew means business, they lower their weapons and they like basically step aside.
Wonderful. Keep that knife on his throat. Let's get moving.
Okay, so you are able to successfully leave Toysto's estate with Toysto still unconscious, um, being carried over Crew's shoulder, because I think Crew was the one who was carrying.
Yep.
So okay, so you make your way to and you drove in on a land speeder, right? Or did you go on foot?
I thought we had a vehicle.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
thought
came up
you-
beater.
Yep. Yeah, I have vague memories of that. So yeah, we'll stick with that. So just for convenience. So you get in your land speeder. Um, where are you driving to? To your ship or to the location of the shipment?
Do we want to haul this guy around while we're loading the stuff onto the speeder, or do we want to secure him and then go get the stuff? I think securing him first. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
How
No, I
far away?
agree with you.
How
Best.
is the spice on the way or not?
So the spice is, according to the coordinates that Mel acquired, the spice is actually back in town. It's in basically like a warehouse district, like lockup.
Okay.
Uh, so it's not like it's like directly between you and your ship, but it is in the same general part of town.
big enough for all of us, including the.
Yeah, I mean, I think we established that last time where like you brought the other guy, Liet, with you, and he was unconscious.
Okay.
Um,
I'm perfectly fine picking it up because otherwise we're gonna have to drive back. But if that, I'm perfectly fine with that too.
okay. So this, so am I to understand the plan is to drive Toy Step back to the Typhoon and then go for the spice, or
Seems safest.
okay?
Yep.
All right. So you, yeah, jeez,
Sorry about that.
you
Bless you.
drive to the to the Typhoon. It's about like roughly an hour uh to get back into town because like Toy Sto's estate was kind of off in the mountains. Um, and you drive back to the Typhoon. It's still there. You have they're like you see up in the up at like yeah, if you'll indulge Alan, like a lunchbox sitting up in the pilot seat, having a sandwich or something, and then the two clones that are like part of the NPC crew, Backlash and Smolder, they're still like standing guard, like like with the ramp down, but still like they're basically covering the door in case anybody tries to do any shit. Um, they see you and then like they salute you when they see you coming in, and yeah, you have Toy Sto back at the Typhoon. What do you all do?
We're going to duct tape him to a chair,
Okay.
like with like a whole roll of duct tape.
All right, give me a duct tape roll to a chair check. I'm just kidding.
So he's going nowhere.
Yep. So he's all tied up in other matters.
And one of the clones can sit there and cover him with a blaster too.
Yeah, like you can have either you know Backlash or Smolder. The Smolder standing there
Yeah.
with a flamethrower kind of deal. Um,
Oh, there you go.
so okay, so you got Toy Sto restrained. So what is your next course of action? Are you going to wait for him to be conscious and then interrogate him, or are you going to try to get the spice?
I don't think we need to interrogate him. We have the information that we need, namely the location of the spice. We go get the spice. We go back to the hut and.
Can't you do the hand wave thing? Make him tell us what we want to know.
Well, okay. Theoretically, I could. However, I wish I could.
I mean, don't all you Jedi do that? That you wave your hand thing and the guy hands you his car keys.
I can see how Amanda would think.
Who
that
has a
is
knife and knows how to use
Excuse
it?
me?
I have a knife. I don't know how to use it.
Use it. I point to the guy.
Um,
Maybe we should go get the spice before we delve into the tortured people. Just
Not all Jedi have the same.
No, we need the access code.
Skills.
yeah. Potshot, looks over to all of you and says, should I give him an adrenaline shot to wake him up so we can have some words with him?
Seems like a good plan to me.
Okay. Uh, if everybody's in agreement with that, then that's what Potshot will do. So, Potshot goes through his medical pack and pulls out a needle, uh, sticks him in the arm and or wherever else, and Toy Sto, like, his eyes like slowly open. He's looking around. And he's like, oh, what? Where am I? Oh, it's you. I'm assuming, like, he wiggles around and sees, like, I assume you're responsible for this as well as the slug injuries in my torso. He says, looking
I
down
give
where
him
to
a
see the
little
blood.
wave.
He narrows his eyes at you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, man, how's it going?
Okay,
I
so
don't know what else to say.
well, do you guys have any questions for him, or?
We need the access code to get a shipment of spice.
And he says, and what makes you so confident that I'll just give it to you, just free of charge?
Well, I mean, you're worth more alive, but not enough more that, we can't cope.
So let me see. Also, just move us back to the Obadiah map just for thematic effect. But he looks at you and just is like, well, I mean, um, if I were to give you this, the access code that you seek, will you let me walk free?
That's a good question. What do you say, fellas? Do we let him go if he gives us the access code?
Well, we should tell him that regardless of what we want to do.
I mean, that's on the table.
And are you saying that to him or to Jackal?
Yeah, I'll say that to him. That's on the table.
And he looks at you. He
See,
says, "Oh,
this
go
could
ahead."
have been so much easier, but you made it the hard way.
He says, begging your pardon, I didn't do anything. It was your Jedi there. He says, just like nodding his head over to Arthur. He was the one who instigated this.
Yeah, he's his own Jedi. He's not my Jedi.
And he says, I see no difference. Point is, he was part of your party, and he was the one who instigated this. So what do you guys say next?
Regardless, the situation is what it is.
And he looks at you. He says, I guess you're right, but that's still why I'm willing to cut you a deal that if you let me go, I will give you the access code. Like I will give you an authorization code with my approval that will let you, you know, get access to the shipment without any sort of trouble unless you start it.
Ultimately, it was you who stole the control. You should have just given the hut the spice. But no, you had to be difficult about it.
He's sort of like he shrugs as much as he can while his arms are tied. And he says, uh, clearly Jedi, you don't know much about the way the underworld works. This kind of stuff is just business, and it was none of your business. But from the sound of it, I guess you're now entangled with a Hutt. So good luck with that.
After we give him back the spice and maybe your head, um, our business with him is concluded.
He said, "Oh, don't be so sure about that."
I'll take a conflict for that.
Okay. So there's that. Kudos to you for doing that. So uh, he says, I mean, I don't see why, why we're going around in circles with a you started it, no you started it thing when we could all walk away from this satisfied. You could get the spice and I can walk free. But that only works if you're willing to accept my offer.
Let me take a quick look here because I don't remember whether the bringing him back was part of the requirement.
It wasn't a requirement, but it was a bonus. Like Yaas basically told you if you bring him back, I'll give you like so the original deal is that if you get him his spice, he will give you a bit of a lead on the Aurodium that you're ultimately after. He also said that if you bring Toysto back alive, he'll give you a bonus.
Well, Tranumber looks around and says, we walked into this guy's stronghold. Pretty sure we can pick up some spies and keep him alive and bring him back."
And hearing you,
Of course.
what?
To Yaas, of course.
Yeah. Well, he hears you saying that, and Toysto just kind of laughs a little bit, and he's saying that, I don't think you seem to realize that by picking that Hutt side, you have very well made yourselves an enemy of the Pike Syndicate, and you can expect to have them after you. Because he goes on to remind you that first of all of his remaining bodyguards, they saw you, like they were there at that standoff, and they let you pass, but they know that Toysto is still alive. Um, the other thing, and also in terms of actual pikes, uh, Toysto's underling Liet, the one that you guys brought back in to try to get yourselves into a stronghold, uh, Liet is still alive, and so basically, what?
I find it utterly hilarious that
and how-
Tolstoy thinks that the Jedi were friends with the Pikes before this.
He never said they were friends with the Pikes.
What makes him think that his lieutenant is going to be eager to get him back? Because now the lieutenant is the boss.
Well, Toysto, he tells you that, I mean, the point is that, when you mess with one member of the syndicate, you mess with them all.
I don't think you guys are that honorable. Because it's just business.
So to that, he goes on to say that, I mean, what would you know, outsider? I mean, you don't know that. I mean, sure, what we do is very cutthroat. Well, well, that too.
And Tranumber says that with a look of utter contempt on his face.
He actually adds that he's like, well, that too, but we may operate under under cutthroat sort of procedures, but rest assured that if there is a threat identified to the, I mean, sure, Liet may take my place, but the point is that if you've already threatened him, and he may spread word to the rest of the syndicate that puts a like eyes a GM. I'm blanking on the word, but like um paints a target on your back, basically. That like you guys are known enemies of the Pike Syndicate, and they may come after you.
Oh, boo.
Who says we're known enemies of the Pike Syndicate? We're known enemies of you.
He says, but yeah, as I said, the
And you guys never squabble between your groups. You never have internal conflicts. You never eliminate somebody who has demonstrated that he can't protect himself or his interests. You don't write that guy off.
by saying no,
That
but
never happens.
you're missing my point that if the if you attack the like, I mean, we may have our internal struggles, but rest assured, if you make yourselves known as to attacking a higher ranked member of the syndicate, then that, like, the rest of the pikes, I mean, he's not saying it the way I would, he has his own way of speaking, but like he basically is explaining that, like, you know if you make yourselves known as like a credible threat to pike operations, case in point, attacking a higher ranked member of the syndicate, then that would have consequences for you.
That would probably have me shaking in my boots if you had any idea who I am.
Why, honestly, I don't care who you are. Now, do we have a deal that you're going to let me go, and then I will give you the code?
And none of your associates know who I am either. So how are they going to come after me? Are they going to come after every Mandalorian? That wouldn't work out very well, I don't think.
Well, he says, I mean, just the
Are they
ones.
gonna go after every Iktochi Jedi? That wouldn't work very well, I think.
Well, what he
Are they going to
says,
go after every clone? That wouldn't work well.
he says no, but they would definitely go after a group of Iktachis, Mandalorians, and clones all traveling together.
There's more than one of that.
He's got us there. How many of them are there, really?
Well,
I think it's best if we get the code from him and we let him go, just so we won't have the whole like freaking pikes breathing down our necks. Cause issues than we can deal with, I think.
I don't trust him to not come after us even if we decide to let him go.
Is he dangerous to be left alive?
I mean,
So you say that, he's like, so what? You're going to kill me?
I mean, we could.
No, Yaas is gonna kill you.
And he says, well, shit. I mean, if you're going to kill me anyway, I mean, why would I bother giving you the code?
You don't need your code.
Because if the code is more valuable than our bonus for keeping you alive and bringing you to him, maybe we'll leave you alive and bring you somewhere else.
Okay, so ultimately, just prevent this from sort of dragging on, what is your guys' ultimate master plan here? Are you going to...
I really don't care.
Okay. So I heard, so you have like a no comment. Mel was saying, like, it'd be, she thinks it's a better idea to get the code and then let him walk free. So that's one vote for letting him go. And then
I
what?
want to tell him that we'll let him walk free.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, then make a, let's say that'd be a deception check. Which I'm going to tell you right now would not be in your favor, because he has, let's see, where is his stats? So he has a discipline of 2 reds, 2 purples, and he has 2 ranks of nobody's fool. So that would be 4 reds. If you're going to
So
try to
hey
lie.
guys, about letting him go.
So let's see. So crew has no comment. Mel is in favor of letting him go in exchange for the code. Jackal, what did you want to do? Did you still want to try to lie to him, or are you going to just go with Mel?
What is Mel doing?
Mel voted in favor to avoid having the whole Pike Syndicate come down on you guys. She voted to just let him go, and he'll give you the code.
I suppose we can go without the bonus and just let him go.
Okay, and what's Tronimer's vote?
I would let him go after we get the shipment.
Okay. Well, let him go after he gives you the code, or
No, after we have the shipment of spice in our hold, and we can. That
okay.
that
So what he'll do in that case is he says, I like the offer he'll make you. The revised offer is, I will personally I will lead you there. Talk to the guards so they know it is my approval. You get the shipment, and then I stay with my people and they guard me. So that is the offer the updated offer he makes if everybody wants to stick with that.
I like that offer.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So assuming you cut him free, he does not instantly bolt out the door. Um, kind of like with Taplow, he just he realizes the situation he's in, and he um, has his hands where you can see him, and he says, "Follow me," and he starts making his way out to the ship. So, assuming you all follow him, he leads you across town to the very coordinates that Mel got, so you know that he is being truthful. There are several pike guards outside, and they like um, they see Toysto approaching, followed by you guys. They greet their boss. They ask, who are these guys? Um, and he says, long story, not relevant. They're here to pick up the spice. And the guards look to each other back and forth. They're like, the spice? And he says, yes, the spice, the shipment. Um, he walks forward. He opens he enters a combination on the door to the warehouse and leads you inside. This time he's flanked by several guards, and he leads you over to a those crates that you see often in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, like those small fridge-sized crates, with the top that you slide off. Like it's basically one of those crates full of
yeah.
spice. Um, there are two of them on repulsor sleds, and he says, "There, it's all yours now. Leave me alone." And after that,
gladly.
he
And
heads off.
Pleasure doing business with you, man.
okay, so we turn around and um, push the repulsor sleds outside.
Yep, you can get them aboard the Typhoon without incident.
Okay. Then we take off.
Yep. Also, you're coming in kind of quiet again.
How about this?
Better. Um,
Okay.
That's
okay.
better.
So yep. So you get aboard the Typhoon, and I won't have you plot a course back to Nalhutta. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you can
Okay.
you can travel there. I can't remember how long I think I said 5 days, or was I thinking of something else? I don't know. Either way, it's like you've got a little bit of time to do whatever. I would say this would be the point where, um, Arthur, enlists Mel in helping him build a new droid, aka Fork U. Um, so
Nice.
Fork you too, eh?
so
That's his name.
yep. So
Sorry, just laugh at that. That's
yeah, yep.
just made me
So
giggle.
yeah, so during the hyperspace travel, I would say that would probably be what
Yep.
Mel and Arthur are doing.
Yep.
Um, during that time, I would say yeah, everybody with well, let's see, Potshot. I guess Potshot will do some uh, will stem himself first. And I got to subtract the stim packs from the other things. I'll have Potshot do some medical rolls on the medicine checks on the people who got wounded. So I think is it if you are half or below, it's 2 purple.
Yep.
Okay, and then if it's above, then it's 3. Got it.
No, hold on. If half or below, 1. If you're at half, it's 2, and if you're more than half, it's 3.
Okay, so let's see. Stem or surgeon. Okay, so pot shot will.
That's for people who are really heavily hurt.
Okay, so pot shot will do a medicine check on Mel first, and roll. Okay, so you get 4 wounds back,
1.
Mel.
Cool.
And then I will do the very same roll for Arthur. Well, not the same roll because he's below half. And then roll that. And he gets 4 wounds. Actually, no, 6 because fucking Potshot has what is it? Surgeon. So let me just restore. Alright, so he's only got 1 wound. There we go. Okay, and then also Trenimer took some damage, so Potshot will heal you. Where's this medical thing? Okay. Oops. Roll that. And Trenimer, you get. Oh wow, that was a hell of a good roll. Damn shame you only had 1 HP. So you get 6 wounds back. So basically, you're back to full health.
Very nice.
I only had 1 wound anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like, you get it back. So, okay. So you, what's up?
No, I said there we go.
Okay. So Potshot, treats all the people who are wounded. Does anybody else do anything or want to discuss anything while you are en route to Nal Hutta? I'll take that as a no. Or oh, sorry.
Nothing really mind.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do you need any roll to build our new
Because
droid friend?
he's a PC in this case, I'm going to say no. I'll just say
Cool.
that like the caveat is that you're going to spend the entire trip working on him. So that's basically what you guys are doing. But if there's nothing else, we can jump to Nal Hutta. So okay, so you guys go to Nal Hutta. You words. So you go to Nal Hutta, and you land at more or less the same landing pad at the part of town that or the town that Yaas has like authority over. You make your way back to the palace. Speaking of which, I'll move back to our little Nal Hutta mood thing. And up to Yaas's palace. He like the guards. They see you. Um, you know, like ferrying, like carting the spice crates, and they kind of piece it together. They let you through, and you enter Yaas's chamber. He's there, and he sees you, and he says, and of course his droid will translate. It's like, so I definitely see, you were successful in your mission. I don't see Toysto in your custody, so I can only assume he was killed, or maybe you didn't cross paths with him. But regardless, you have done well, and for that you shall be rewarded. So what he tells you next is he looks to all of his servants, like all the like guards and like basically everybody except his droid. Um, like he tells all of them to step out of the room. He tells all of you to stay. Um, and then he directs his droid to temporarily uh like loop cameras and shut off like audio recording devices, like, so you can tell he's being very secretive about something. um but he doesn't have any like weapons or anything like at the ready. And what he tells you, he says, so about the Aurodium. So half a century ago, I used to do business dealings with a company called Damask Holdings. Um, it was a large corporation allied with the intergalactic banking clan, as well as my organization, the Yaas conglomerate, until we cut ties with each other. Um, Damask Holdings was one of the richest organizations in galactic history and was around for almost 70 years until it just suddenly ceased to exist. Um, I don't know what exactly happened to it, but during my alliance with Damask Holdings, I picked up on a few contacts and rumors, including how they had a gigantic vault of Aurodium hidden somewhere in the galaxy. And he continued. Well, I mean, do any of you say anything? Because like, he pauses a little bit, but it might say anything if you don't say anything.
Trenomer just listens.
Okay. So he continues. He says, "Now the bad news, the good news and the bad news. The bad news is I don't know where the vault is or if its contents are still in it. But given that the secrecy of the vault and the fact that the vault or that the company just suddenly disappeared from galactic affairs, um, I think that vault is still out there, untouched and ripe for plunder. And the good news is I can offer you, uh, a location and a name that both of which I was acquainted with prior to severing ties to Damask Holdings. And the two things he tells you, the first, the location is the Damask Holdings Super Spire in the city of, I think it's Harniden on Munilist. And I'll say, just from all of you being from the Republic, like from the Republic military, you would know that Munilist is under separatist control from military intelligence reports, and uh, and Yaas, he tells you he knows of it because I was summoned there a few times for business conferences. Um, so he gives you the Super Spire in Harniden. The name he gives you of a person is Larsh Hill. He says that Larsh Hill was immune that he did business with frequently and who supposedly knew the enigmatic leader of Damask Holdings, who Yaas didn't actually know. Um, but he says, I don't know where Larsh currently is or if he's still alive, so figuring that out falls on you. So what I'll tell you is you guys can do an average knowledge education check if you want to figure out who Larsh is, or like get some kind of information on him. Like see if the name rings a bell or if you know anything about him.
Can we all attempt this?
Yes, you can all attempt it.
Oh, the rolls buttons has disappeared.
You don't need to. So if you open up your character sheet, you can click on the little dice there once, and then the roll window will come up as well.
Yeah, also, I'll just drag y'all back um, onto the map so that way you can. I gotta set
rolling
up
education.
4Q's token stuff.
Oh,
Hold on, let me see. Resources. Actually,
So I have my data goggles. I'll say I get a success for the
yep.
certification.
I'll look at the results in a sec. I'm just trying to get I forgot to do something with the token. Let's see. Hold on. What the hell is stats wounds and then stats strain? I think on 4Q's token. There we go. And then Jackal. I'm just dragging you guys on in case you want to like select your character and then roll from the upper left. Like that's the whole reason I'm doing that. And then Mel. Okay. So let's look at the results. So we've got Trenomer, Jackal, Mel, fucking 4Q, and now we just need, well, that's all the PCs are actively there. So, I'll say for Mel and 4Q, because I'm assuming, I'll say this. So basically Mel being I mean, if you're anything like Rena, you like you basically hoard data and probably compile that into when you were programming for Q, so he has like
Definitely.
some of the knowledge you have. So basically, the reason you both know that, well, I need to double check something. Hold on, because I took a picture of the um, Edge of the Empire book, and also why is my phone screen so dim? Okay, one moment, guys. I'm just trying to find it in my pictures. Because I took a picture of Edge of the Empire and I'm trying to fucking find it. Oh Christ, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because there was a thing about like spending advantages and threats. There it is. So threats. So what I'll say for the for the threats is you. I'll sort of spin this in an interesting way. So you don't know anything like you don't know who Large Hill is, but you do know um, that there is actually a member of the Separatist Council named Sandhill who is also immune.
Oh.
So there may be a connection between those two.
His name is Sam Hill?
Yeah, S-A-N.
Sun. Yeah, Sun Hill.
Oh,
Son.
Yeah. And his buddy,
Thank you.
is Lars Hill.
Larsh. Larsh.
You
That
said
sounds
that
like they may be related.
Sand Hill was immune.
Yeah, they're both munes.
Immune
Larsh
to
Hill was
what?
what?
Yeah, they're not immune. They're
Sorry,
immune.
sorry. I was making
you-
a bad joke.
Oh, you're making a dad joke.
Indeed.
Okay. So, um, so just pardon my pronunciation because especially there's a lot of these names I've never heard them like in audio, so I just kind of read them as is. Um, so anyway, just kind
I
of
don't
bear with me
think.
on that. Anyway, but yeah, you know that Larsh Hill is like, so he's immune, like, because Yas told you he's immune. Sandhill, a member of the Separatist Council, is also immune. So you've got a location and you've got a name. Well, technically two names. So what do you do with that information? As well as also if you have any other questions for Yas. But I mean, he'll say like he emphasizes that. I mean, I've told you everything that I know.
Cool.
Actually, no, I almost forgot. There is something else he says. Um, he tells you that there is a like and in terms of the danger of the next two leads, um, he'll actually offer you something like as a little bit of additional gratitude for helping him. Uh, he'll give you something that will help you out, but he expects a favor in exchange. So he tells you the item he'll offer is a secondary transponder. And what that does is, I mean, I'll post the a link to it. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, there we go. In Aurodium Rush, this is what it is. So basically, the secondary transponder is something that makes it harder for enemies to determine the model of your ship on scanners. And he says it's a very expensive and rare piece of hardware that has served him well in a lot of smuggling operations. But he has a spare that he'll give you at no cost. But that is if you promise to do him a favor later down the line.
I think it's worth it.
Trenimer starts to get an uneasy feeling with regards to being in business with this Hutt.
So yeah, I just messaged you, Marty.
I couldn't have missed it.
Yeah. So I mean, make with that what you will. I mean, it's not like me deciding for you, but it's just something you might consider. So who was it that what?
It is so. Trenemer's position is that um, he doesn't like having to do business with the Hut, but it is it is good to have that kind of information. So there we go. That's it.
Okay. So so from what I'm hearing so far, it sounds like people are going to take him up on that offer.
I know we're gonna regret this in the future, but maybe we should take him up on it. I am torn.
Alas, 4Q2 is just a droid, and he's not very knowledgeable about such things.
Yeah, especially because he was literally born yesterday.
He was born as we pulled into the spaceport.
Yeah, it's a bot. So, but yeah, the secondary transponder is, let me just double check. I believe it's 2 hard points, and your ship should have 2 or more. Um, so you can, like you'd be able to install that on your ship and then be able to use it. But so he offers that, and just to emphasize, like he's not charging you right now. But he's saying that like you've shown yourselves to be very resourceful and reliable, and that's something he wants to like. It's very clear he wants to capitalize on that, but he doesn't actually say like at this time what that favor is. Like he basically just says like if I need help with something that I need resolved, you will honor that agreement. So, but moving past that, um, just to bring us back to the leads. So you've got 2 leads. Well, technically 3. Again, the Damask Holding, Super Spire, and then Larsh and Sun Hill. So what would you guys like to do? Is anybody else there?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
I'm here.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
I think we're all waiting for somebody else to speak first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
right now, it's a lot being thrown at us. I think.
Yeah.
So let me think. So let's investigate into. Let's see if we can find this large hill. Let's just see what we can find.
Okay. Um, so what I'll say is in terms of um, if you're going to now this like for this kind of like database-ish searching stuff, um,
No, I
but
meant going there. Going and as in a bounty, as in track him.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like to
Mm-hmm.
track him,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is that like I said that um, what you were able to find out when you were sort of, you know, going off of what you know and like initial discovery stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Large Hill is sort of a ghost. Like Yaas doesn't know what happened to him. When you were trying to look up, like do cursory stuff, you didn't find anything on him, but you did find out about Sun Hill.
Right.
So you might start with him.
Yeah, that seems like a good next step. But we're gonna be walking into separatists.
I mean, nothing you haven't done before.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
This is going to be most interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure. It'd be something.
Okay, so it sounds like, I mean, at least 2 have voted in favor of tracking down at least Sonhill to see what he knows.
Yes.
I
Okay.
mean, if it
Okay.
leads to Aurodium.
Oh my god. Oh, this is great. So
The road to
What's the
Aurodium
verdict
is
on that
paved with
secondary
lots
transponder,
of
though?
death and angry people.
Oh my
The
god.
road to Aurodium is paved with whatever the heck you need to run over to get there.
Oh, that's better than mine.
Excuse me. I do not believe Aurodium would be very suitable as paving material.
That's why it's the road to Aurodium, not the road of Aurodium.
Ah, I see.
So,
We're
no,
gonna have to teach you sarcasm, for Q.
so, what I'll say is, so I'm assuming you've concluded business with Yaas?
Are we taking that secondary transponder?
It sounded like you guys wanted to. So
I
just,
definitely want
Yep.
to.
okay. So 3, majority
Awesome.
vote so far. I mean, yeah, let's go for
And
it.
now we owe a favor to a hut.
Yeah.
How could this possibly go wrong?
Yep. So, pretty much.
You
So,
require
Not
Not at
assistance
all.
installing that.
It's just gonna be a walk in the park.
okay. So, what I'll say is, so you can bring the transponder back to your ship, and as far as I know, like installing a mod of some kind, like adding an attachment, does not require a check. So I would say for Mel or well, I'll just say Archer can do it because he's technically the mechanic, and he's right now kind of an NPC. So that's what Archer will be doing. He'll be getting the secondary transponder set up. Um,
Cool.
as for everybody else, now if you're going to try to find Sun Hill, um, what you do either, and like the previous education rule, this is like anybody can do this if they want. Um, to track down Sun Hill, I want you to do either a knowledge warfare or a computers check, and the difficulty of both is hard.
I will attempt computers.
Or knowledge warfare?
Or knowledge
Ooh,
warfare.
I actually have a
I'm
rank
about
in
to roll
knowledge
a hard.
warfare.
Yeah. Also, I just tabbed back into Foundry after like checking some of my browser, and I see that Alan and Marty are missing from the Foundry world.
Oh.
Did you guys
Oh.
desync?
they
or,
are.
Yeah. What the fuck? Um,
Are
so
we?
Where's Marty?
yeah. Okay. Marty signed back in, but Alan, I mean, maybe like you timed out or something.
Yeah.
Could be.
Try refreshing
Let
or
me
just
refresh.
rejoining the link. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so Jackal rolled. Okay, there you are. So anybody who wants to do actually, Jackal, that warfare is supposed to be hard, so roll 1 extra purple.
Oh, my bad.
Now it's all gray.
It's all gray.
Oh.
What the hell?
All gray.
So I got 2 successes, 1 threat. I'll
Okay.
take the strain, assuming you don't have anything else.
Well, I'll think about that in a sec, but I'm trying to see what Alan. So,
Yeah. Sure.
I got
does
1 threat, one success, 1 threat.
I see? But isn't?
I'm gonna just exit out and then relog in.
Yeah, that's probably the
because
best bet.
it's being
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
we go.
So, and then I'll just give it a sec for Alan to come back in and then roll it. Or if you want, I can roll
Okay.
it for you while you're.
I got it.
Okay. So, what I'll say, at least I'll just go for the people who have already rolled. So in terms of the
Or
threats,
maybe not.
oh, it's still having problems?
I still have just the little anvil in the upper left corner
What
and
the
a
fuck?
completely gray screen.
Oh, god damn it. So, do you want me to roll it for you, or?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so.
I have a rank in computers,
Okay, so you have computers, and so. Okay, yeah, so
but not a
computers.
lot.
Yeah, well, still something. So, do that, and then I'll roll that. Okay, so you all succeeded. So I'll say all of you wouldn't. So
That's a
the good news
miracle.
and the bad news. So the good news is, um, you find out that he is like you get his current position. You find Sand Hill. He is on Megiddo. The bad news is the planet is in the middle of a Republic siege.
Ah.
Oh
So,
no.
So that is the threats. Yeah, I'm just gonna say those are. It's gonna be strained for everybody who got threats because it's like, oh shit. In terms of the possibility that like Sand Hill could potentially or already has been captured by Republic forces. So time to get
Captured
there.
and
We
killed.
reported in to our Republic superiors.
What now?
When was the last time we reported into our Republic superiors?
Not long enough to the point where you long enough to the point where you're considered AWOL.
Oh,
We're
that's what
considered
I was
AWOL now?
worried about.
What?
We're considered AWOL right now?
By this point, yeah.
Okay.
Because you were sent on a mission and like you not only did you not report report your findings, but you have like gone to multiple other places without like authorization or whatever. So
I mean,
you were by this point you were considered AWOL.
or missing in action.
Or dead.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying that if you are still if you make your way back to the Republic and they find out that you're alive but you haven't like reported in, you will be considered AWOL, just so you know. So technically, yeah, it is very valid that you could be MIA or dead, but if you are alive and you are found out alive and you didn't report back in, then you will be considered AWOL and then you could be like court-martialed or executed.
4Q would be very happy to assist you in coming up with a story of a thrilling escape from separatist captivity to explain why you were missing.
Yeah, and also
Are you
because
telling me this droid is creative?
we're just going to paint a happy little war crime. so, but Mel, you got well. Also, first of all, Alan, did it fix itself?
Giggling at the joke.
Did Alan did Foundry resolve itself, or is it still?
Yeah, I finally got a screen now.
Okay, good. And you see the now Hada screen?
I do.
Okay, awesome. So, but now as for Mel, everybody else got threats and had the oh shit moment because it's like not only are we considered AWOL, but the fucking Republic is going after our lead, and if we lose him, we lose the gold potentially. You got two advantages though. How would you like to spend those?
The Republic did not go after our target.
I wish. They're suddenly called away on other business and they're too busy. They need to not assault that planet. I can't talk. I'm flustered. Sorry. I'm not sure how I would spend them actually.
I mean, you could like pass 2 to the next PC, pass 1 to yourself for your next check, whatever you want to do. I mean, worst case scenario, like you can pass boost, you can recover strain, if you have strain, which you do not.
Nope.
So.
If I may.
Oh, go ahead.
Theoretically, let me look. So that's from your computer roll, right? Yeah. So your advantages could be that he's on Magito and you've managed to hack or slice into his calendar, so we know exactly where he is for the coming 2 days.
Where what?
We know exactly where he is for the coming 2 days.
Yeah, I like that. You can do that.
Yeah, I like that as well. I'll do that.
Okay, so you have with it, but that is only applicable like you're in this case you are going to have to do a whatchamacallit, an astrogation roll in this case because here's the thing. So from your current position, it would take you 3 days to go from Nalhutta to Megiddo. But if you do a successful astrogation roll with significant or not sufficient advantages or a triumph, that would cut down the travel time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make the roll.
So that I'm going to say is a 3 difficulty, 1 for each day. 3
Okay,
purple
so
astrogation.
astrogation.
Mm-hmm.
3 purple. Is anyone gonna? Can I get any assistance?
Yep, from me.
Is that a
Just
skilled or
the-
unskilled?
Just the blue. No,
Okay, just blue.
unskilled.
All right.
It's just the blue. You can take one from me.
Um, I think I'm gonna flip a destiny
Yeah.
point to upgrade one of my.
Yeah, go for it.
Is how you do it? Did I flip it properly?
Click on just the light, like the 5. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I clicked it wrong.
All right.
So
So one of your
upgrade my
greens becomes yellow.
ability. Cool. Should be it.
There we go. Unfortunately, no advantages.
No triumphs or
Yeah.
advantages.
Yep. But you do successfully plot a course. And yeah, it'll take you 3 days, and yeah. So you are going through hyperspace. I'm assuming, are you guys wanting to just get straight to the action, or do you want to like RP or do any sort of other stuff?
If you don't need me for the duration of the flight, I'll shut down.
I mean, yeah, sure, man. Unless you want to, just sit around and chat, get used to the universe,
The droid is probably going to be running diagnostics and updating its medical files on immune anatomy.
I
Nice.
can guess why. So
So that we can better torture them.
bingo.
I have
Has
two
Cursor?
ranks in medicine. 2 ranks? Do I have 2 ranks in that? I have 2 ranks in medicine and the surgeon talent.
Oh, cool.
Exactly my point.
Okay. So you get to, hold on, I'm going to disable Obadiah and Nalhada for now. Well, I'm going to activate this. Wait for it to load. Surprisingly, it didn't jump you all over there. I thought it was a WebP.
Oh, it's yanking me over.
Oh, okay.
I'm 98%
Yep.
loading.
Okay. Well, I'm used to it going, really quickly, but okay, now there we go.
That's because you're locally.
No, I'm talking about whenever I
That
pull you
doesn't
guys to
let
the
me
next
know.
scene.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
ever since I think it was Tom who told me that, yeah, if you do WebP, that it loads faster versus like a JPEG or something for maps.
Yep,
So,
that's correct.
but apparently,
Web
yeah, but apparently I think this one
Ugh.
might not have been. I don't know. But either way, so you jump out of hyperspace, there's immediately like a huge fucking space battle going on.
Okay.
Hey,
Like you see multiple like, Republic like Star Destroyers and Separatist like munificent frigates and all this other stuff. They're like, starfighters, like dogfighting and stuff. And speaking of which, yeah, as you're on approach to Megiddo, like towards the surface of the planet, you get targeted by several vulture droids. Like
Alas, I'm not programmed for space combat.
so I'm gonna move those onto the map. I haven't done much with space combat, but now Lunchbox gets it. Time to shine. So he quickly like puts the sandwich down. I'm just kidding. It's up to you.
Well, he wouldn't be eating a sandwich. He'd probably have like a bag of chips or something. Yeah.
Oh shit. Hold on. I'm not
like
gonna.
a big bag of Cheetos. Like the Cheeto dust on the
Crunchy,
what you call
crunchy
it?
Cheetos, not the big puffy ones, but the smaller ones.
Yeah,
Like
Crunchy
the
the
ones.
baked
crunchy
ones.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the classic vending machine snack. Who we
He's
got
getting
here?
them all over the console.
Arthur. Yeah, just in
Or
time because
or
we.
he was playing with his toy dinosaurs. Nope, he doesn't have
What?
toy dinosaurs. He has no toy.
All the references today.
Oh
I
my
love
lord.
it.
Okay. So let's see. Lunchbox, Tretimer. I'll take 4Q out because I can't imagine he would do much
No,
unless you want. Okay.
he has nothing to do with the space
Okay.
combat
So
at all.
Jackal,
At all.
Mel, and Archer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So basically, in all, where's the typhoon? Here it is. So I'm gonna roll your I'm gonna well, hold on, let's toggle all the PCs, toggle combat states, and then basically just so you know, these battle droid icons are like they represent like the droid brain thing that vulture droids have.
Cool.
Like I had to make a separate actor for them, kind of like with Alien and Twilight 2000, like to have like a dedicated driver kind of thing. So let's see, toggle combat state. Okay, so y'all are going to be rolling vigilance, and to be honest, the vulture droid's probably going to be rolling vigilance as well.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So we got Trenimer. Oh,
We're
nice.
rolling vigilance, you said?
Vigilance, yes.
Cool. Just wanted to double check.
Okay.
Ooh, 4 successes. Cool.
Nice.
I just dropped my freaking
Am I disconnected? I'm not seeing
cup
new
thing.
rolls.
Yeah, I don't see you in the
Ah,
instance.
that's a terrible roll.
Oh, great.
Oof.
That's a terrible roll.
Oh, reestablish.
Yep. Yeah, I see you in now.
Is this for initiative or is this against a D?
This is
difficulty?
initiative.
Got it.
Like you're just rolling from the combat
Vigilance.
tracker.
For the record, I have tricky target. So our vehicle or starship counts as having a silhouette 1 lower when being attacked.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
cool.
So what is it? So the Typhoon has a Sil of 4, so it basically be Sil 3. So that's actually, these Vulture droids have Sil 3 as well. Alright. Okay, and we just need Blitz, we need Artur to do your vigilance roll from the combat tracker. Are you there? Oh, he's trying to get his mic working. Okay. Okay, there you rolled. Alright, cool. Okay, so looks like we got NPC, then PC. Okay, so I would say the starting distance for this. What's the sort of standard? Is it usually short or medium?
What, starting?
Yeah, like what's kind of the average? Because like I think this is, I dare say this is probably the first like space combat I've run.
Well, you can good question. I don't know. But, I would say that the distance is. Do you have the space distance thing?
I don't think I have that in this right now. No.
Okay.
What I'll do, I'll say this. If you guys want, we could start it at like you guys are all short range from the vulture droids, so that like you could shoot at them, but they might be able to shoot at you depending on what the range of their weapons is.
I think the range of space weapons is always short.
Yeah, like well they've got and just a meta thing because your character probably knows. So they have concussion missiles which have short range and heavy blaster cannons which have close range, whereas your ship has light laser cannons with close range and heavy laser cannons with short range. So, and what I'll also do is I'll add. Can I drag? Oh no, that just moved his token. I will drag. So, also we'll establish up front because you would have had a second to react. Who is going to be doing what roles in this space? I mean, obviously Lunchbox is flying, but who's going to be manning the like the weapons control seat, like for the second guns?
Not me. Anyone who has better agility than me.
Probably Jackal then, right?
Yep.
Astro, you there?
That's what I'd hope for.
I'm here.
Okay, so do you want to be the gunner in this space combat?
Hell yeah.
Okay, and also it's worth mentioning that Lunchbox can still use one of the weapons. You know, because like you can like flying as a maneuver and shooting is another one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because moving is a
Flying
maneuver.
is a well, you can do a maneuver, and then the action is actually shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can do that.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and then so you got and then everybody else I guess can um, you know work whatever out. We'll cross the bridge when we get to it, I guess. Okay, so the vulture droids, one of them is going to uh, you know like move into I'd say close range and is going to be firing its laser cannons at you. So I'm going to target that, and then um, do I have the? No, I didn't fucking drag the droid on. Droid brain. Move that to gunner. Just bear with me a sec because I didn't realize I had to do this. And then heavy blaster cannon. Is it like personal combat where close range is 1 purple or is it 2?
The answer is in your chat box.
Yep,
Right
checking
there.
it right now. Okay, so yeah, close
Planetary
range,
scale on the right hand.
planetary scale. So 2 purples.
2 purples is dogfight range. Short is 1 purple.
Okay, so well they're moving into close range with their lasers.
Okay,
So
then
close.
that's 2
Yep.
purple. And keep in mind,
Sorry, what?
space combat difficulty is based on the difference in silhouette.
Oh, well, I mean, you guys are the same sill, so.
Right. And which, correct. So that means that it is 2.
Yep, so I did all right. So, yeah, there's Vulture Droid incoming fire. Let's see. I guess the droid will take 1 point of system strain for that threat, but it does 8 damage to your hull trauma, and your armor is 3, so that is 5 damage. So somebody mark that on the Typhoon.
Do we have?
You should have
Okay.
access to it. Do you see it?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, cool, thank you. Droid brain, all right, added those. Okay, so that was the first Vulture Droid. It moved into targeting range and shot at the Typhoon. So the ship, like the shuttle, shakes a bit, as it takes some incoming blaster cannon fire. Oh, I forgot to begin combat. Oh, hold on, somebody hasn't rolled their initiative yet. Did somebody roll? Oh, as R2, you rolled vigilance instead of from the initiative tracker. So, you can, if you could just re-roll that from the initiative window instead of just rolling the skill.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool, thank you. All right. So now begin combat. Close that out. I hate that noise. Oh, especially jump out of my own skin. Okay, so that was the Vulture Droid. Okay, we got a PC. So 1 Vulture Droid is currently in targeting range.
Somebody shoot at this.
Well,
this
I'm gonna fire the light cannon, and I'll leave the heavy cannon to Jackal.
Okay.
And then after I shoot it, I'm going to try to widen the range.
Okay. Well,
If that
so,
is something I can do.
well, first, Marty, what were you saying?
Does anyone already have co-pilot or not? Is anybody a co-pilot right now?
Well, I mean, Jackal is like sort of the equivalent of like Spunkmeyer, like he's manning the weapons. He's
Okay.
not technically co-piloting.
Okay.
But as for the light cannon attack, yeah, roll the attack first, then we'll resolve the other part. It should be the same difficulty that the Vulture Droid have, 2 purples. And remember that you can target the vulture droid itself. Because I think right now the Typhoon is selected by somebody. There we go.
I must have misclicked.
Alan, you there?
I click on the ship weapon, and it just gives me the drop down of the description. Doesn't give me any option.
No, what you need to
roll
do
the
is
dice.
under crew, click yourself. Like you click the D20 left of your name, and then you choose a ship weapon.
Oh, okay. There we go. Got it. And we have a difficulty of 3.
3, it's 2, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're doing
It's
something that increases the difficulty.
it's frozen up. What the heck are you doing, computer? Page is unresponsive. You can wait for them to become responsive or exit the pages.
What the hell?
I love it when things are not responsive. It's so awesome. Yep.
In the meantime, I mean, do you want me to roll it for you, or while you're?
It's not letting me do a thing. It's not responsive.
Hmm.
Because, why would it want to respond?
Okay, so.
It's crazy talk right there.
So, would you like me to roll for Lunchbox?
Let me see if I can't minimize some of the other resources that are being used, i.e. close my PDFs of some of the books, which means I don't have a detailed description of what the talents do, but whatever.
I mean, you can just click on the talents on your name, right?
It's fine. I'm going to log back in and see if it'll be responsive then. Stupid. Logging in as me. Gray screen. Go ahead and roll a gunnery check for me.
Okay.
Should be 1 yellow and 4 green. And I have fire support, so if I successfully use a vehicle weapon, I pass on one boost for every rank of fire support to the next person using a vehicle weapon.
Okay. So, and you said 1 yellow, 4 green?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, roll that.
There we go. Back in.
Okay.
3 successes. Woohoo!
So 8 damage to it. And it's
if Jackal fires at it, he gets a boost.
okay. So it takes a really bad hit. Like you can see, like fire and smoke coming off it. Yes, it's in space, but that's Star Wars for you. It trembles a bit as it's flying. That was your action. What would you like to do with your maneuver?
I'm going to try to widen the range.
Oh, to like get out of dogfight range?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a transport. We're not
Get
made
from
for
close
dogfighting.
to short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is just to represent it, I'll move you back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Do I need to make a piloting check for that?
No, it's a maneuver.
yeah, it's a
Flight
maneuver.
lag. You need,
Then there we
so
go.
what you do is you increase speed, and the higher your speed, the more zones you can move per maneuver.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's advantageous to be as high of a speed as possible.
Yep. So you maneuver. Okay, now I'm assuming Jackal goes next.
Yeah.
Okay.
And assuming we're still within short range.
Yeah, you're in short range.
Awesome. I am going to use the heavy laser cannon.
Blast him.
How do I build the pool?
Okay, so
that?
for vehicle, what you do is instead of hovering over the weapon, you hover over
Oh,
your
found it.
icon, and then it asks you which weapon you want to use, and you would select the heavy cannons.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it froze up.
Why does
You
it?
too.
What it did to me too.
So, you hover over your character? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you hover
Right,
over. Yeah, well, you hover over your character not on the map, but in the
on the
Typhoon sheet.
transport
Yeah,
sheet.
on the sheet, there's crew. You
Oh.
hover over your icon. There's a D20 symbol. You click that, and then it opens a menu to ask you which weapon you want to use.
Okay. And
I'm getting
not
page
in it.
unresponsive.
Same as me.
So that might be an issue with the vehicle sheet thing then, because everybody was having everybody was doing fine just before this.
Should I try and
Yep.
just reload?
I would say so. I am terribly sorry about this, guys. I did not know this fucking Foundry thing was going to do this.
It's alright.
It's all right, man.
Because
Yeah,
then I
it's
can't.
not your fault.
Happen.
It's a thing.
Yeah, well.
Technical difficulties
Yeah.
are a thing.
Okay, so do you want me? Well, I'll wait for Jackal to get back in and see if he can roll it, and if not, then I'll roll it for him. I just don't want to be doing all the
who's
rolls for
pilot?
you guys. What's up?
Fine.
So, who's the pilot?
The pilot is
Not me.
Lunchbox.
Okay, because right now he's listed as a gunner.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, I just had him listed as a gunner so that way he could actually use the guns.
Oh.
I don't know if the pilot can do that, but if he can, then there you go.
And how do you get on the list of the crew?
So you would have to drag your character over from the actors directory.
Okay.
Like not from your icon on the map, but on the like in the party list. You have the Typhoon sheet open, right? And then you drag your name into the crew.
Doesn't work.
What? What?
Yeah, I cannot drag my.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
And well, I see Marty. I see you moving your token on the map. I'm talking like.
Yeah. So, I know what you're saying, and I can't do that.
Let me see. Do you guys have ownership on? Yeah, you have ownership on the Typhoon. So.
Yeah, but do I? Okay, that's. I believe that. I just can't drag.
Well,
my...
I'll drag you over. Okay, there you go. You're on. And I'll also do that for
How
Mel.
many boosts did Lunchbox
One.
pass to
He
me?
gave you one.
Alright. Can I use my maneuver to aim?
Good question. Are you able to do that in space combat, or is it just personal combat?
No, you can do that.
Okay, then you can do that.
It's a maneuver. Aim.
And since you have no other thing to spend your maneuvers on, you should aim every time.
Yeah, and in that case, can I use my true aim?
I think true aim does apply. Like it's on the space gunner tree, so yeah, you can true aim.
All right.
And keep in mind,
This is the perfect roll.
Ranged attacks. So.
4 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay,
And the
so
base damage is 6, so that's a total of 10 damage.
okay, base damage on the guns
And
is 6.
I'll just pass a boost.
Okay, so you pass a bit. So let's see how many. So 4. So you said it was 8 or 10 damage.
10 total damage. Yes,
Okay,
'cause
so
6
that
plus the 4
that wipes out the
successes.
vulture droid.
Awesome.
So let's see. 8, 7. Yeah, because like you know it's a 13 out of 8 whole threshold. So you just blast it and it fucking explodes. So let me see. I'm gonna just mark that as. I'll just delete the last one. Here, remove combatant. I'll just delete the last NPC because I forgot to do the last encounter. Okay, so that was Jackal's turn. Next is another vulture droid. It is going to. You are you guys at short range now or medium relative to the other two?
We were at short range to the one we were shooting.
Well, in this past turn, but initially, what?
So, yeah, we were at short range to the one that we were shooting at. He's
Okay.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
So are you still at short or are you at medium?
That's your call.
Depends on
I'll
depends
say
on how
short.
friendly those other ones were.
So you're at short range. So The one vulture droid here is going to try to fire a missile at you. So let's see, target the Typhoon. And I will, hold on, I made sure to drag him onto the thing. So let's see. Oh, hold on, what? You must define a skill for this. Oh, because I didn't set him as a gunner. Okay. Gunner, there we go. And then concussion, missile, and then you guys, did you have any sort of special, um, special like abilities or something that would make it harder for him to hit you?
Other than the tricky target, don't believe so.
Okay. Um, it's a short range, so it's a.
Only spoofed missiles. Use vehicle systems to disrupt missiles, chaff, countermeasures, flares.
Is that a maneuver?
It's an action.
Oh. Well, nobody's taken that action yet, so.
Who's our EW? We need an electronics warfare guy.
I'm
How
guessing
does
probably Mel.
somebody do that?
Probably, yeah.
So, here's the question. So, is it a reactionary thing, like to do you have to do it on your turn, or do you just do it when the enemy attacks you?
You do it on your turn.
Okay, so
Because after all, it's an action. So
right. So, well, this missile, you're going to be shot at with a missile. So let's see what happens. Oh, wow, one success. So that is 7 damage. Completely cleaves through your armor. So you take 7 damage. So you should be at 12 out of 30 trauma. Alright, that's the Vulture Droid's turn because it aimed and fired. And now we've got 3 PCs. So, what was that electronic warfare thing?
spoofed missiles.
Yeah, how does that work?
It's a
Excuse me.
It's a average computer or a difficult vigilance.
Well, I think we know which one Emily's going with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vigilance.
yeah, definitely vigilance, my favorite skill ever. Okay. So
Actually, I
that's
can make that.
So, do the computer's action, and then I need to know what it actually does once if you succeed.
I don't have anything that would help in this situation.
Yeah, so I think it's just a flat computers.
Cool. And it's a 2 difficulty
2.
check.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, succeed 4 advantages.
Awesome.
If successful, any attacks against a crew member's vehicle using weapons with the guided quality upgrades difficulty by 1 and +1 upgrade per additional 2 advantages until the start of the crew member's next turn.
Well,
So
damn.
it's got the next mission has the missile that has guided quality, increases its difficulty by 1, and if Emily wants, you can upgrade those 2 more times.
Yeah. That would
Increase the difficulty 2 more times.
Spiffy.
Yeah, yeah, let's definitely do that.
Okay.
That's a really good
Yeah,
thing.
it won't save you
sorry,
against the missile that was just
increase,
fired,
I mean upgrade. Yep.
but
No,
it
that doesn't apply.
yeah, but it will help you for future ones. Okay, so that's
Yep.
Emily's turn, I guess.
For that turn, and that was an action. Still can do a maneuver.
All right. Well, I'm just curious what sort of maneuvers you can do.
Can angle the deflector shields, which increases defense. Do we have any of that?
No.
Okay.
At least as far as I know. I'll double check that though.
And this is why you want an astromech, because an astromech can do all kinds of other things as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry guys. I fucking forgot to input that. You have shield 4 and shield aft of 2, or well, shield 4
Okay.
of 2 and shield aft of 1. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. So what are we flying head on, or are they behind us, or what?
You were heading from like you were fleeing it, right? I guess it's up to Lunchbox. Are you turning around and fleeing, or are
I
you?
was trying to race past them
Okay.
because
So we're
they're
flying
trying to
towards them.
prevent us from getting to the planet.
Yeah.
So I want to go past them to get to the planet.
Okay. So you're going here then.
Oh, okay.
It would help to reassign our shields to our back then.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Yep,
Which
I can
means-
definitely do that.
Yep,
Both of our
because
weapons are
the-
forward facing, though. We can't shoot backwards.
Shit.
We're losing something either way, man.
Well, I mean, the good news
I
is that you're
played a pilot last campaign. I know how this works.
Yeah.
Just that shit before the the silence of like, oh fuck, what do we do? It's
Oh,
We
it's
need
great,
we
man.
need a first of all we need a couple turret guns. So we need a different vehicle. And yeah.
So, okay, so that was Mel's turn. And also what I'll do to compensate for the fact that I fucked up and forgot to add the deflector shields is that I'll give each of the gunners, when they go, I'll give each of them a boost to kind of compensate. Just to be fair. So
Yeah, that's fair.
okay, so because that was just again that was my mistake. So okay, 2 more PC slots. We got Arthur and we've got Tronimer. So who would like to do what?
What does that make sense? Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, I can like repair the hull, but I don't know how that works exactly. How that works in the book.
Good question.
But I have talent for that.
Well, what's the talent?
I just get 1+ hull trauma repaired
I
per
see it.
rank of solid repairs, and I have 2 ranks of that.
So are you able to repair during combat? Is that anything? Is that something you could do, Marty? Do you know?
Space combat.
I'm sorry. What?
Are you able to repair? Because so Arthur has a talent that lets that for solid repairs. For every rank of solid repairs, whenever he repairs a vehicle, he gets +1 point of hull repaired. Are you able to do that during combat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well then, so what's
Yeah,
the
as an
difficulty?
action.
Yeah, so you as a mechanics roll, what would that difficulty be?
Let's see. Well, it's the same as a medics roll. So let's look at the number of hull trauma. It is less than half. So, 1 purple.
Okay,
So that is an easy
yeah.
difficulty.
Okay, 1 purple mechanics check, please. Okay, 3 successes and 3 advantages. So you are going to repair 5 points of hull trauma. So somebody do the appropriate change. And then for 3
Is that with the skill?
yes,
Or
because
the
you got 3
talents?
successes, so that's 3 points,
Okay.
and then that talent of yours adds an additional 2, so that repairs 5.
Okay. So we are now currently at 7 damage.
That
Okay.
is correct.
Yep.
Okay.
And what would you like to do with the 3 advantages?
I'll pass on 3 boosts to the next person.
Oh boy, alright. So, that leads us to the next person. Trenimer, what would you like to do?
Fire discipline.
Okay, what does that do?
On a success, add a boost to the next attack made from the ship or vehicle. Effect 1 extra attack per 2 successes.
Okay. And I'm assuming if you know that, then you know the difficulty, so I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, it is a. Oh, come on. Why is this always so difficult? Anyway, I probably need to. Oh. I'm a bit of a. discipline. Clicky. Down. And I get 3 boosts, right?
Yes, from Archer.
Yep.
Also marking these guys as dead because I forgot to do that. Oh
go.
my.
So,
You
let's
do that
see
very
here.
well.
Thank you. I'm just glad I can do something, because I was looking like, is there anything I can do? Yes, there is. um. So the next attack gets on a success, gets a boost to the next attack. Any advantages and triumphs rolled may be spent on affected attacks to activate weapon qualities and score critical hits. So, 1 triumph, but whatever you want to do, you can crit. What's the crit? What's the crit rating on those weapons?
3.
3. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Someone can crit and gets. So from the skill, you get one blue, and from me passing on 2 advantages is another 2 boosts. So there you go.
Okay. And your maneuver? What would you like to do?
There.
I'm going to assist another character's next action. It does it right here that is a something I can do.
Okay. Who are you going to
As a
assist?
maneuver. No, whoever goes next.
Okay. So we are now
So the
to.
next person gets 4 boosts.
Okay. So next person gets 4 boosts, but first it's one of the vulture droids. So um, this one in the rear is going to. If you are at short range, it's going to move into close range. It's going to be basically like buzz past you, like shooting at you head on, and then fly over. So this time I know that you have defense, so I'm not going to fuck up again. Um, Gunner. Hold on. If I target the Typhoon, and then I do this, heavy blaster can. Oh, okay. It does not add the boost, so I'll add those manually. Um, and it is going to fire. Okay. It activates linked. So that is 2 hits for 6 damage, but with you have a soak of 3 or armor of 3 rather. So that's still basically it just amounts to 6 damage. So it flies like had you
Done.
blast. Okay, you got it. All right. And then so that's that vulture droid, and so now it's in front of you. So we've got either, I mean, well, any PC, but I'm assuming either Lunchbox or Jackal.
I'm going to, unless you'd rather shoot it first, Jackal.
Be my guest. I can wipe
Okay.
up what's left.
I'm going to try to do kind of like, well, shoot the one that just flew past us, and then as we fly past it, try and do a loop or a half loop so that we're facing the other direction.
No, nice. Okay. So so just to confirm, you're shooting at that first and then going to try to turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
do it.
All right. It only lets me do the piloting thing now, not the gunner thing.
Yeah, that's very
Weird.
odd.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll a gunnery check.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to
And
do it.
that is 3 difficulty.
Uh, no, if you're
No,
in,
2.
yeah, I'll share the chart that Marty sent me. So the range band, so like I know this planetary or the planetary scale thing doesn't have the same like icons, but it's I would assume it's the same difficulty. Like dogfight range is 2 purples, which is what you're currently at with the vulture droids that just shot at you. So that would be, if you're using the laser cannons, that's difficulty 2.
Okay. All right. And
And you get 4 boosts, right?
can I use two for one and 2 for the other?
However, yes.
What
I'm
do you
gonna
mean?
do that.
What do you mean 2 for 1 and 2
Use
for the
2
other?
boosts for my gunnery check and 2 boosts for my piloting check from my
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
All right, cool. Here's the gunnery.
And that was with
And
the light cannons?
the light cannons, and I'll pass the 3 advantages on to the next guy.
Okay.
And piloting.
And keep in mind you can crit.
That is
Oh, that's
true.
true. You can.
Yeah. Do you want
Yeah,
to
we'll
crit?
do a critical hit instead. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good call.
that's
Thank you for the
my
reminder.
triumph.
Yeah.
Remember, that was my triumph. You can
Yeah.
crit. So.
Okay.
We'll do the crit.
So, all right. So this vulture droid is Fubar. You as it's flying on you, you blast it with laser cannons. It splits in half, and the pieces go flying like one over each wing of your shuttle. So.
And what's the difficulty for that maneuver? The half loop.
I don't.
Kind
If
of
it's a
like a
maneuver,
bootlegger reverse,
if
but
it's a,
in
I don't.
space.
If it's a maneuver, I don't think you need a roll though.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's
What is
disappointing.
this?
I'm trying to do like a half Immelman. It takes a lot of skill to make a ship bank in a vacuum.
The only way I would say is that you make a piloting check, but
Yeah.
you know.
What difficulty you want me to have for that?
Let's just say hard, I guess.
So 3.
Yeah, 3.
Got it. Oh.
Okay, so you strain the ship a little bit so that you take 1 point of system strain as you're pulling a
I'm
really
gonna
sharp
take.
maneuver.
I have high G training, which lets me take the strain instead of the ship.
Okay.
So I'm doing that.
Okay.
Is that a skill?
That is awesome.
It's a talent.
That is awesome.
Hopefully you manage to keep your lunch down.
Well, that's why he's always eating. Yeah, that's from the Rise of the Separatists book. Has the clone pilot 3. It is. Yeah, high G training. Whenever a starship or vehicle being piloted would suffer system strain, may suffer strain up to ranks in high G training to prevent an equal amount of system strain. So.
Okay, so you take the strain.
Yeah.
All right.
I take that point of strain instead of the ship.
Okay, and then you succeed at the roll. So now you are facing the last remaining vulture droid.
So lined you up with a good shot. Go for it.
Yep. So speaking of which, now it's Jackal's turn.
Wonderful.
Blast
him. Gladly. Only one left to blast. So I am going to. I should not click that. I almost clicked the thing that froze me up. Gunnery.
Apparently, if the players are trying to roll the gunnery stuff from the ship's weapons, that fucks everything up. So I guess going forward, everybody just roll your actual gunnery, and then we can cross-reference that.
Maneuver, true aim. Base damage is 6. It's 2 purple. No setbacks and no other. don't have any boosts past.
You do get the one, like I said, the guilt boost from me.
Got it.
Just to make up for the fact that I didn't.
All right, rolling with the heavy laser cannon.
Pew pew.
Oh my God! So
now that's a roll.
That's a blast, and I'm gonna say that you should probably critical hit him too.
You don't need to.
Very nice.
Reason being, because you did 10 damage to it. Well, actually, no. No. Yeah, you would. Well, no, it would be exactly at its fucking whole threshold. Like this thing is barely holding on. Like it has 8 out of 8. You just need one more point of damage. But if you crit it, then it's down.
Then yeah, I'll use the crit.
Okay, so it's dead.
I assume it's a crit rating of 3.
Yeah, I believe so.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
It is.
Standard. Oh, yep, I see. And then I'll use one of those to recover my singular point of strain, and the last one I'll pass a boost.
Okay. So, with that, I'll end combat, and you have temporarily broken through, the separatist, like the separatist lines. You do see more vulture droids flying at you, but you actually see a squadron of V-wings swoop in and start engaging them. So the droid fighters stop focusing on your shuttle and deal with the V-wings, and you have a straight shot to Magneto.
Excellent. I'll try to
Yeah.
fly us in a way that avoids any more close combat because we're a transport. We're not built for
Yeah.
that.
So I will say I'm not going to make you do a roll for this. If you're, well, the question, well, it's a simple question. Is anybody monitoring Republic comm channels or comm channels in general?
I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay. So in that case, Mel, you would hear like you know, I'll say while you're trying to maybe find any kind of communication from Sand Hill, um, you hear, clones chattering. You hear, one clone report to another saying a commando unit called Gamma Squad has located Sand Hill, and the Republic's 32nd Armored Division is moving in to cut them off. And you hear them saying, we need to secure a bridge between our current coordinates and the office that Sand Hill is trapped in, after which point they can completely surround the building and prevent his escape. And they give coordinates to that building.
Sounds like we're racing the Republic.
Yeah, so that's one of many Bad Company references or parallels that you're going to be facing.
Very nice.
Well, we are in a shuttle, so I would say that you can maybe not land, but hover right next to his window so that we can extract him that way.
Ooh.
Well, the problem is, though, is do you want to try to stop do you want to buy yourselves extra time so the Republic, so they can't catch up to you? That's the question. Because I'll say that
What?
due to, another bonus I'll give to Mel is from what you're seeing, you have two options. You would, deduce you have two options. The first one is if you hover, if by the time if you get to the window and you're moving into the office to try to find him, the Republic, like the armored division, will get to his position. Or, I mean, what's up?
They mentioned a bridge.
So they're on the way. We know the coordinates. We can swoop in, break the window, pull him out, get him into the ship, and fly the fuck out of there.
But here's the thing, though. I would point out that it is an entire building. It's not like a one-room little safe house. It's like like they pinpointed what building he's in, and they said a commando unit is moving in to get him, but there's an entire armored division moving in to surround the building, and they need to secure a bridge between their current position and the building, at which point then they've got it surrounded, and they'll be able to capture him. And if they capture him, then you lose him.
Hmm.
Emily, any way that you can slice into the surrounding signals and see if he's panicking and sending messages to Count Dooku or whoever, like, "Hey, get me out of here! I'm in this particular office."
Yeah, I could definitely do that. If I could find anything.
I mean,
Hack into the comm
that's
channels.
how I imagine Star Wars would go, and then we can swoop in.
Dooku,
Haha.
save
Mhm.
me!
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
Just an FYI, 4Q2 has a what is it called? What is it called? It is a vocal emulator implant. So he can do the Terminator. What's the dog's name? Hey, is Woofy okay? I can hear him barking. He can do that kind of thing.
I
sound
love
like-
that. That's awesome.
Just FYI. So if you need somebody to sound like somebody else over comms, the droid can do that. That's all. That's all.
Okay. I would say in this case, if you're trying to, given the chaos of the battle and the different fluctuating like radio signals and the amount like you're basically it's like the radio signal equivalent of like going through a phone book, like trying to find a specific like number or signal or code amidst all this other crazy shit. So I'm going to say that's a daunting with 2 setbacks. And for good measure, I'm going to upgrade one of those.
Okay.
So just have the droid go, fall back, you must. And everybody will fall back. Because they're Yoda told us to do it, we're doing it.
Well, I mean, but you are. Well, the
Maybe
question
not.
is, are you trying? Are you trying to? Now just because that brings up 2 points. Are you trying to reach out to the Republic forces or trying to find Sand Hill?
That's a good question.
Did Emily make her check yet?
No, because we
No.
that brought up the point of what
We had
some different ideas. Like Emily, I'll leave it up to you. Like that's why I'm asking you. Do you want to try to contact Republic forces? Do you want to scan separatist comm networks to try to find Sand Hill, or do you want to do something else?
I'm torn because because we do really want to find Sand Hill, but at the same time, if we can maybe get into the Republic thing, we could like send them off on like a wild goose chase maybe while we move in to get him. Maybe.
that is an idea. It's a very fine idea.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I'll go down that route, see if I can like give them a red herring signal,
So
and then
back.
we can find him.
in that case, be advised. Now, it would not be a signal; it would be a transmission. Like you're
Okay.
basically you're looking at a social check or a computer's check. Like the computer's check is if you're trying to scan comm networks and find Sand Hill, and it would be a social check, like probably deception, if you're trying to go, oh, yeah, guys, don't that's just a false signal. He's over there, kind of signal.
I have 1 rank of deception, 2 greens, but I think I better just do the computer's check. I
Okay.
think that'll be the best.
So like I said, it's
there.
daunting, 2 setbacks, upgraded once. So 1 red, 3 purples, 2 blacks.
One red, 3 purples, 2 blacks. Then don't think I have anything that would my code breaker actually remove those setbacks.
Let me see. You have, don't you? Isn't there one for decrypt communications? Isn't that? I think there's a specific talent that. Uh, let's see. Because Slicer has. What the hell is it? No, that's bypass security, codebreaker, decrypt communications. Okay, so codebreaker actually would apply. I was thinking it was a completely separate talent, but no, it does not. So,
Cool.
codebreaker, how many ranks of it do you have?
I have 2 ranks of code breaker.
Okay, there go the setbacks.
And then a difficulty of
1
checks to
red
grade
and 3
codes.
purples.
Would it also downgrade that? Because it also says
It would decrease the difficulty twice. So that's just 1 red, 1 purple.
Cool. Okay, I think that's correct now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have natural programmer because I actually remember to
Oh,
put it on.
yeah. Okay, you want to
Okay.
re-roll that?
Yep, I will re-roll that. This is the time to use natural programmer. So challenge. Is that
And also, while you're
one?
doing that, I'm
Yes.
going to ask: are you guys still going to be wearing your civilian disguises, or are you going to be back in your Republic issue stuff?
Civilian disguises at this time.
Okay.
Yep, civilian. I have better luck.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
so you find, like you intercept a transmission from Sand Hill. You get the coordinates. Like you don't get his exact position. I would say like with advantages or a triumph, yes, but you do get the building that he's coming from.
Nice.
Um, which what I'll do is I will draw a little bit of a diagram, like I did before. So, well, first let me just get rid of these fucking vulture droids. Shit, wrong tool. So just drag that out of the way, drag that out of the way, drag that out of the way. So basically, like if you're like right here, so the building, there's a central sort of, typical Megiddo style, thing. Uh, there is a bridge here, this sort of catwalkish thing, and then, there are like sundry buildings like around it like this. So the Republic tanks are going to be coming from, where are they? Where's the line tool? They're coming from up here, like they're coming up this road, and then they're going to go here. So you can either try to land near the building now, or you could find some way to destroy the bridge and buy yourself more time. Because, like I said, just to reiterate, the dilemma is that at the current rate things are going, um, you could either slow down the Republic forces and then have all the time, or you could get to the building now, but you would potentially come into conflict with Republic forces. Like they would get there while you're trying to find Sand Hill.
which is problematic.
That's one word for it.
Could we pass that information on to the like could we just give their locations to the enemy and like maybe they would intercept? Like is that too far? Is that too evil?
Lunchbox would have an issue with that.
Yeah,
He
another bad
doesn't,
company reference. I don't care about the war, but those are still our guys getting blown to pieces over there.
yeah,
Maybe
they're
we
still
could
his
misdirect.
brothers.
Maybe we could misdirect some droids into that direction somehow, like pass on a falsified order that they're to transport uh, some sort of material, something like that, and then they would be caught off guard, and the Republic would still be expecting that, but that would still slow them down.
Well, I would say, I mean, if you're going to do that, if you're going to try to basically falsify orders to the enemy, that would be a pretty difficult deception. Because, like, it's one thing if you were going to try to do it to the Republic, but it would be even worse if you're trying to lie to the Separatists.
Mhm.
I mean, it would still be possible, but very unlikely.
We have that one message that was being sent by the
Separatist guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so is there any chance that we could use his codes or I don't know, whatever, I guess, ID is associated with that?
Like sort of steals identity, kind of.
Yeah, like could we use information from that message, even like metadata sort of thing, um, to get an advantage on a check like that?
Um, I would say if you're trying to use that as your in to get into like separatist networks, no, because basically the message that uh, Mel intercepted, right, was a distress call. It wasn't like a separatist military frequency. It was like Sandhill going, "Oh, somebody save me," uh, not like droid communication stuff like a network kind of thing. So
wuss. He's a wuss.
Okay. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to try, right?
yeah, if you're gonna try to um, deceive the droids, um, I would say in this case that would probably be, hmm, uh, let me find if there's a stat block for like a super tactical droid, I'm gonna use that, like to represent like the highest ranking droid. Uh, okay, Star Wars adversaries. Super tactical droid. Yep. Okay, so if you're going to do this, if you're going to try to do deception, I mean, this is again is a little bit of a meta thing. Um, you are going to have a difficulty of 2 reds and 2 purples.
Ah, man,
And it doesn't have to. And mind you, Arthur, it was your idea, but that doesn't mean you have to do the check.
I mean, I don't have the worst possible roll for that, but it would be bad. So who has like a better deception than 1 yellow, 2 greens?
Sadly, 4Q2 does not have a lot of cunning, but he does have 2 ranks of deception, so he's got 2 yellow, and that's it.
I have a yellow and 2 greens myself.
So far we've got 2 yellows and 1 green as a group
Mhm.
check.
Yep. You can flip the light side if you want to get it to 3 greens.
Yep.
Or
Or
3
3
yellows.
3 yells. I mean, sorry.
That's
I-
the other way.
I think we ought to do that.
Okay.
3
Colors
yellows
are
is
very hard, apparently.
technically.
So okay.
It
So
would be dicey.
yeah.
And
So
and that hang on. Here's a thought. Hold on. Let me pull up my spy uh talent table once more.
Hey, Marty,
Or
would you happen to know if there's something that could be crafted to um, upgrade a deception check? Maybe even, like a droid's deception check?
I mean, there are. I'll interject and say there are actually items that you can buy that do that.
um
Is there something I could make, though?
I'd have to get back to you on that. I know there's like one
here's the
piece. Oh,
Okay.
problem.
sorry. Go ahead, Alan.
I've got a talent called Know Their Weakness. I've got 2 ranks in that. And Know Their Weakness is as follows. Once per session, may perform the Know Their Weakness action and choose 1 target within short range. Make a hard perception check to downgrade the difficulty of social skill checks against that target once per rank of Know Their Weakness until the end of the session. And I have improved Know Their Weakness, so I can extend the effects of Know Their Weakness to a number of enemies within short range equal to his presence, which is 4.
The difficult thing is that
It's
between
short.
your
It says short range.
yeah,
It's meant for a face-to-face interaction, not over comms.
yeah, and especially where you don't quite know who you're talking to, like especially with
Exactly.
super tactical droids
So
having the same sort of monotone, deep robotic voices. Yeah.
if we get into close range with this thing, I can do it. For short range, we're doing it face to face, but we would have to get in contact with said droid,
And find it.
which is problematic.
Yeah, find it. And on top of that, you probably wouldn't have the time to do it. So, um,
Yes.
so ultimately, in terms of, are you going to go with Arthur's plan of trying to, uh, misguide or redirect the droids to try to intercept the Republic tanks?
I mean, I think that's not a bad idea.
Because I will warn
But-
you that potentially, if this goes bad, they might actually come after you.
That's the drawback. That's the downside of this scheme.
It's very much a flip of a coin at that point. So if there's a better idea, then that would be much, much better.
Would it be too meta if one of the NPCs gave input, or no?
I mean,
I don't think
I don't
so.
have an issue with that.
Okay.
I don't have an issue.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't suggest that to try to force the story the way I want it, but I mean, you know, I'm just trying to help you guys come up with ideas, and I mean, it makes things a little more realistic that the NPCs wouldn't just stand there doing nothing. So Smolder, the pyromaniac, or actually no, probably Backlash, with his like explosives, he would suggest. I mean, why not just like why are we just talking about this when we could just destroy the bridge and then that way the Republic tanks wouldn't be able to get there? We find a way to blow up the bridge and then we just, you know, we have all the time we need to get to the guy and then capture him.
Two things. Lunchbox will chime in with. One, trust you to want to blow something up. Two, it's a great idea.
And the Backlash was like, wow, somebody actually agreed with me. And then you see Smolder hand him 10 credits. But Backlash, the problem he has is that he has a rocket launcher, but he doesn't have any demolition gear.
Is that the same rocket launcher that we had?
No,
before?
he has one that he was issued.
Ah,
And he's saying it's like, I mean, I have my RPS-6, but that wouldn't be powerful enough to destroy the bridge. However, what I
Must be
will
found the right spot.
what I might also suggest, out of character, is for Mel, if you want to try to, you know, do a, like, I'll say if you want to do an average computers roll to scan the area, see if you can find anything that might be useful, do so.
Yeah, sure.
Just average computers. I will say that like stuff like Codebreaker will not apply to this because it's more like a general scan.
Yep, that's fine.
Re-
I think that's just.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, so two successes, two advantages. What you wind up noticing, as I will actually, so I need to sort of reposition my diagram a little bit because I've made it a little too large. How do I? Oh Jesus Christ! I have to shrink each shape individually. Fuck. Okay, you know it'll be quicker if I just draw them all. Okay, so we've got the central building there that Sand Hill's in. We got the bridge. We got this over here. But there's also over here, if you, and I'm assuming you guys see the shapes I've drawn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, Mel, when you're scanning, you look, you're like, wait a minute, there's a fucking separatist artillery position. And you hear, like, the advantages is you get, like, brief snippets of comm chatter from, like, some sort of droid commander, you know, saying, like, anticipating the Republic, you know, like, armor units moving in to try to, you know, capture the chairman or whatever the hell his rank is. You know, they're basically setting up proton cannons, the same kind of proton cannons you used to blow up that shield generator in the first session. They're setting those up, and you would know that those would actually be powerful enough to destroy the bridge. So you have that option if you want to go for the demolition route.
as a thought, the ship that we're in, heavy laser cannon, that wouldn't be enough
No.
to. Okay.
Like those do like
I
light
imagine
damage to armor, but like these are reinforced bridges, like with like
Yeah.
starship grade holes. So proton cannons are designed to like burn and blast their starship holes. So make with that what you will.
I suppose it'd be like, this is a bad analogy, like trying to take down a the Golden Gate Bridge with a machine gun.
Yep.
You could probably do it if you had enough rounds, but
Eventually.
you're just gonna put a bunch of holes in it that it's gonna weaken it, but not necessarily make it collapse. You need something a little bit more heavy duty.
Yeah, and the proton cannons will do just that.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So far we've got I think the two winning options of destroy the bridge, bad comedy reference, um, or try to deceive the droids into lure, like basically the lets you and him fight route. So
I'm a
basically,
fan of let you and him fight as a general principle.
yeah. So the question is really, do you, because you would essentially have, um, time to do one of the two, like in universe, of course. Time to do one of the two, and the difference is basically, do you want to do a very hard deception roll that could backfire, or do you want to engage in a small firefight and use artillery guns to destroy a bridge?
You know, is there anything stopping us from doing both? Like, and specifically, like, going down to the artillery unit, sending out 4Q2, and having him just convince them to blow up the bridge or deceive them into doing that.
I mean, he is a droid.
Right, but
He
he's
is not
not
a
a
standard
separatist
issue
droid.
separatist droid, but he is a droid. Or fairly that, he could probably, well, yeah. It's a thought.
Yes.
It's a thought.
That's a valid option. It's not without its share of risks, of course, but
And I mean, if that one goes bad, we could just shoot him anyway, like we were planning to.
well, Forky wouldn't be able to. Um, but like if everybody else was positioned around like hidden nearby, you could potentially do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that the plan?
As far
Yeah,
as
that
plans
sounds
go,
good
this
to me.
has potential.
Okay. So I've heard, 3 in favor of that. Jackal and Marty, do you have any input?
No. I'm good with I'm good with it.
Okay. Jack, are you there? Hopefully not
I'm here.
muted.
Sorry.
Okay.
Headset mic was up.
Okay. So are you in favor of the plan of sending 4Q down to convince them to blow up the bridge?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So it's unanimous then. So, for Mel, having located the artillery position, I will say that you can cleverly sort of fly under the radar or behind buildings or whatever you want and be able to basically safely disembark. Um, Now I will drag 4Q onto the map. And I mean, I'll just leave the tokens at actual size, just cause. Positioning isn't really hugely important for this, like in terms of scale. So what I'll do is J1 proton cannons.
I just gotta say, I'm inordinately pleased with the droid designation. It tickles my funny bone.
Yeah, I mean, it was a real home run.
I really find that to be entertaining, and I apologize if it bothers anybody.
No, not at all. It's great.
No, I
So,
love it.
okay, so you've got the so there are those proton cannons, and there are a couple of units of battle droids guarding them, uh, and you So, now just so I understand, you're going in by yourself.
I think that's mostly the safest route. There shouldn't be too many humans, because
Okay.
humans were mostly all like on the Republic side, as I recall, from my watching of the Clone Wars.
Well, I mean, there were a couple like Nemodians. There was that captain who's aboard the Luke or Hulk that Anakin like kamikazed.
Well, there's that. So I mean, if somebody wants to come along, that's cool too. Don't get me wrong. But who wants to tag along?
So just drag that. Is that? I'm assuming RTS. Yeah, Rise of the Separatists. Okay, so there is so as you're making your way there, 4Q, there are some proton cannons that are like aiming in the direction where the Republic armor is going to be coming from, and then there are some battle droids standing there guarding it, and then there is a standard tactical droid, not a super tactical droid, but like a regular T series. And you hear one of the battle droids as you're walking up, go, "Halt! You're not authorized to be here." And that gathers the attention of the tactical droid, and it approaches you and says, "What is the meaning of this? What is your designation?" So, what do you do?
Sorry, had my mic off. I am 4Q2A, and I am a deep cover espionage unit, and I have vital information about Republic activities that you must, immediately react to.
Elaborate.
And I'm going to basically spin some yarn about how the Republic advance needs to be stopped because they have a new secret weapon and they can't be allowed to get it close enough to the city, so the bridge needs to be destroyed so that they can't get into position.
Okay. Let me just check this. I feel like that should be a social role of some kind.
This deception, he's lying.
Yeah, he's okay. So, deception, and hate to say it, but your difficulty. He is a willpower 4, discipline of 2 red, 2 purple.
And can I use my know their weakness? Since
Yeah,
we are face
yeah,
to
yeah.
face?
He's right there. So do your know your
Awesome.
weakness. How does that work?
So I need to make a. I need to look at the right page. There we go. I need to make a hard perception check. This is the drawback. He's not very perceptive. He is a droid. Okay.
Didn't no, never mind.
Where's the there it is. Okay. Skills. Perception. Ah, this is not good.
Well, I mean, it's not the actual roll, but
Yep, I do not get the bonus for know the weakness.
but you can at least pass a boost to yourself. So
I will do that.
okay, so
deception. What's the deception difficulty
the
here?
deception difficulty, because this guy has nobody's fool, but I'm not going to throw that in because I think this is already difficult enough. He has 2 purples, 2 reds.
Shit. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna work, guys. Not gonna work.
I mean,
It's a
have
presence
some
droid, not a cunning droid.
Oh, you got a triumph!
Oh!
Holy
Well,
fucking
no,
I'm
no,
gonna say-
I take back the previous. This is not gonna work.
It worked just fine.
So I'm going to point out that I've made somebody See,
It's
I've
insane.
seen somebody make a roll with 1 green against 4 purples, and he succeeded.
It's possible.
So you're
Evidently.
saying there's a chance.
We're saying there's a chance.
Okay.
Impossible it is, but
So
improbable likely.
okay, so
Sorry.
you definitely succeed at convincing him. The threat is you get a point of stress or strain because you're like, oh no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And the droid basically confirms it, and then you're thinking, oh, it did work. So
It worked?
yeah. So
It worked.
you succeeded in convincing him that they need to target and destroy the bridge. What is your triumph? And do you want to spend that before or after the commander gives the droids the order to destroy the bridge?
Can the triumph be that I have established my bona fides with this particular tactical droid, and he'll be easier to convince in the future because he believes that I'm a separatist spy droid.
Yeah, I like that.
But really, I'm a Republic spy droid. So now I'm a double agent spy droid, which is even better.
Yep. So let me just write a note of that. I'll have to hold on. Where the hell is the right chapter? Here it is. Just give me a moment,
Oh
please.
no. There it is. See, he needs to build up his cunning as well as his presence, because presence is 4, which is good, but cunning is only 2, because droids have issues with multi attributes.
Yep. Okay, so, but you do manage to convince the droid, and he looks back. Excuse me. He looks back over to the subordinate battle droids, all units, target the bridge and open fire, and then you hear just like, the ground trembles very slightly as these cannons are firing, and you just watch this like bright volley of proton torpedoes hit the bridge, punch some giant holes in it, and eventually, when enough of the supports are destroyed, the bridge crumbles off and falls somewhere deep into the city. So,
Most excellent.
yeah, you cut off the bridge, and yeah, so bridge, and also in the next time, because you start seeing, I don't have tokens for them, but you start seeing like round the corner, like I'll just use this droid as a temporary marker. You see like ATTs starting to maneuver around the corner.
Awesome.
Yep. So, all right, you managed to establish a rapport with a generic tactical droid and blow up a bridge. So I assume you get back to the others.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, you can make your way uh, to the Typhoon and then fly in. Like I'll say, probably the droids are going to be more focused firing at the tanks and vice versa. That they're not going to pay you any mind as you're flying in. So you can like go the long way around of like, I'll just draw on the map. Like basically just fly completely around and hit to the back like that. Um, so you can do just that. I'll move the Typhoon there. So yeah, the sound of war is going around. Um, Mel still has like you at least have the location of the transmission. Like you pinned it down to this building. Um, so as you are preparing to disembark,
Great.
just to recap, you guys are still wanting to use your civilian disguises.
I think that's the plan, yes.
We can hardly go outside behind enemy lines and then,
Look like
in our-
Republic soldiers.
Hey, we're Republic. Hi.
Sir, we're
there,
a group
bud.
of highly embedded. Sir, the area is secure. There's another reference. Anyway, um, so yeah, and what I'll say, because there would most likely be some sort of combat, is I think we're going to wrap here slightly early,
That worked.
just before you guys are about to breach and clear. So Everybody's going to get 20 XP for this, which you can spend now or whenever you want.
All right.
Let me just write that up in the log. Group, or no, XP
Oh,
log.
did my critical get healed?
Good question. The critical injury, because I didn't realize you had one, or I forgot that you had one rather. So I'll do a I'll have fucking pot shot, because pot shot wouldn't have been doing anything during the transit. So what is the difficulty of your crit?
It says 2 purples.
Okay, 2 purple. So I'll have.
Oh, hang on. 2 purples.
2 purples.
Okay. I was going to have pot shot roll because pot shot has really good. Like pot shot's the medic, but yeah, that works.
The droid has surgeon, so there's an additional surgeon does when making a medicine check to help a character heal wounds. The target heals 1 additional wound per rank of
right,
surgeon.
but she was trying to heal a crit.
Well, then it doesn't matter.
So, but well, you heal the the crit, and I guess if you want to heal wounds of triumph, we can say that healed her wounds as well. Like you did a really good job patching her up.
There's no scarring.
Yeah. So I'll say that Mel.
I built you. You heal me. It's a
Yeah.
weird give and take situation.
Yeah. Okay. So mark your wounds back up to full, and then yeah. Any other questions or concerns or feedback or ideas or whatever else?
I think we're good.
Okay. Very intense session. A lot was going on.
There was
Heck
things
yeah.
happen.
Yeah. So, is anybody going to want to spend XP now, or are you going to like?
I'm
well,
going to think about what I wanted to
okay.
spend it on, because intimidating might be fun for the droid to have.
Yeah. Like you go up to some other droids, like, look here, you're going to be fucking scrap metal if you don't do what I say. So, yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, this it wasn't really prevalent in the first few sessions, but I'm going to tell you, it's like starting from this point, or specifically when Yaas the Hutt gave you those 2 leads, this campaign has a lot of decisions and leads to follow, just so you know.
I suppose I should say a second level of intimidating.